I mean, I guess it's better than like just stagnating. You have to change or just like stop doing it. When apropos, like that's what I always wonder. Like, when does Joe Rogan stop? When does that show stop? Does he do it till he's dead? Maybe. Like, can you imagine like the 20 years from now irrelevant Joe Rogan experience where he has on like Hawk-Tuah or something? Like 20 years from
Bill
now.
Bill Maher had her on.
Yeah, but I'm talking about 20 years from now, Hawk-Tuah, even more hilariously irrelevant.
I don't know, man. I just listened to the fucking Bradley Cooper one today. It's like Bradley Cooper's like, he got Bradley Cooper to like watch some crazy shit on YouTube with him. And I'm like, dude, Bradley Cooper's just in it now. Like the mystique of him being a Hollywood star is like gone now.
Well, that's what sucks about Hollywood dissolving is because like all those dudes have to do. He's doing like Uber Eats commercials now. Like that's all they do now. Like Amy Poehler's got a podcast, and Samuel L. Jackson, all movie stars are in commercials because there's no more movies.
Well, that's what I'm saying. I don't think podcasting's over, but it's definitely changed. It's not the way it used to be anymore. You know, like with the long form Nerdist. You know, that's just not how it's gonna be.
I don't know. That's still the biggest thing.
Nerdist is no longer.
No, Joe Rogan's a long form interview.
Is it the biggest thing? I think it's like,
yeah, like literally by download, it's the biggest show.
I don't know about that, dude.
No,
I mean, Spotify Wrapped. It's all fucking okay. Let's Google it. What should I?
Are you
Google?
recording this so I can be right?
Let's record it. Yes, we're recording it.
I'm way meaner to you now than I was 10 years ago.
Yeah, you are.
So I was like, man, I'm giving JD a lot of. I was laughing at shit you said. I was like, what the fuck?
Dude.
What the fuck? Like in a way where I was like being friendly.
Okay, wow.
In a way that I wouldn't do it now.
It's Patrick slurping on a nice
dude,
vodka soda.
Jay's gonna make me drive off a cliff with his double vodka soda. Biggest podcast. Maybe even if you just did that. Biggest podcast 2025.
Yeah, but we're going by like iTunes. The most popular continued to dominate by giants like Joe Rogan, Daily Show, Crime Junkie. Okay, but are we going by Spotify Wrapped? Are we going by Apple? I mean, because no one's downloading pods anymore, dude. It's fucking all streamed, which is Spotify, and then it's like on YouTube.
Look at the show more and look at the.
Well, this is this is the Gemini AI
top overall specific hits.
Joe Rogan Experience #1 on Spotify and Apple,
and I don't think you're going to find any
platforms.
Article that's not going to name him as like
Crime Junkie,
a top thing. But I'm just saying,
Mel Robbins.
That's old school. I don't even know what a new school podcast is. That like a Kill Tony, a game show podcast.
The top of the charts for Apple 2025. Yep, Joe Rogan's right there. You're right, but he's the only holdout out of all these. I mean, maybe Good Hang with Amy Poehler, but that's in new shows.
Show.
Yeah, but again, she's still doing. She's getting clips on YouTube now. You know,
I hear it's good.
I mean, I do like Conan's thing, but I mean, that's for Conan.
I stopped listening.
Oh yeah, I mean, I only listen when I think there's a guest I want to hear.
Assistant lady's attractive.
Oh, interesting, Sona.
I always have.
Yeah, I mean, I can see that.
Yeah,
that's your type.
Yeah, dude, she seems cool.
You
know what's crazy? Nah, I'm not getting into it.
Yeah, let's. Well,
that's another hallmark of these podcasts. They always get horny. I was saying that first one, and we get on this like old lady horny.
We started with that shit.
It's so horny.
Okay, but just for the listener, what we're referring to is a pod we did 10 years ago. All right, that's
started real horny.
Part of the last Left Hand Right Brains, dear listener. I'm going to be getting people that have influenced me in the podcast, friendships that I've made over the podcast.
Yeah.
So we're referring to episode 65 of Left Hand Right Brain. Wow, it's called That Poor Skinhead. And it came out in January 8th of 2016.
You know what's crazy? I think on that podcast I say I'm going to have I had an interview. I think that was for the place that I got hired and have been at for a decade.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So I was like, I don't know, it was just a very influential moment in my life.
Interesting. You did allude to something about like your wife pushed you into got you into the career you're in. Because there was a lot of sweet stuff you said about your wife, but then also you were saying that you would just be a lazy piece of shit if you didn't have to like do more to be like to earn her.
Yeah, you have to meet your part. I've been working on this. I've been trying to think of this as a bit because she's getting into shape now, and it's like making me feel like I have to get into shape. Like I think you do.
You have to like meet her at her level.
You either meet your partner at your level at whatever they're changing into, or you fucking fall apart. So I'm now having to
want to grow together.
Yeah, I mean that's, or we could sync together. Also, very happy down here.
You want to get them gains together. Yeah, because you're like, I'd rather just be in my parents' basement playing Xbox, working at Walmart.
I still think about that. You know, that was the most upsetting thing about listening to that 10-year-old talk we had. Was like, yeah, I feel the exact same way. You know, like about everything. Like I haven't figured out social network or like networking events or anything. Like I've literally been talking to my therapist about shit I was talking about then. And like,
interesting. Well, that's because I pulled some
grown
clips.
Zero. I'm full of shit. I haven't grown any in 10 years. Though I did very much predict. I was like, guess I'm just going to be a hobbyist who's like just trying to get on
into comedy.
You know?
Yeah, I think you're doing it. You're having fun. You're doing stuff. You are a host in a very popular, what would you even call that? Like because the Rotating Tap does a bunch of shows everywhere. So it's not like you run a show somewhere. You're a host at
There's
different
a bunch
venues.
of breweries that do shows.
Yeah.
That he just has good relationships with.
You work at like a comedy thing, you know, like you're an employee of this comedy empire's not the right word, but like conglomerate, you know.
I wouldn't. It's just a bunch of bar shows that are linked together, but
yeah, that's a company. I mean, he's got
I'm impressed by what he did. I was like, once I told he had his list of all these brewery shows that were linked. I was like, wow, he should have. I think his fault or his like failing is like he's not much of a self promoter. Like he's not trying to up himself in people's minds. He's just kind of he doesn't want. I don't know.
Hyping himself up. We're talking about Steve Vanderploeg.
Yeah, he should hype himself up way more.
Former enemy of the podcast, turned friend, was on the podcast. I mean, you got to go back and listening to some of these old pods. I'm like, I listened to one where I was talking about Mike Hawkburns and like fuck that guy. Like,
that's crazy. What did you have trouble with him?
No,
he's like the nicest guy.
I was at Squire. This is when he got sober. I mean, he's the nicest guy after he got sober.
Ah, that's true.
Well, Mike Hawkburns is a character he does, but he was drinking at this point, and we were at the Squire, and I was on stage, and he had gone up and did well with his circus act, where he had like balanced.
It's pretty good.
He balanced a fucking something on his chin. Yes, that was good. Great. Yes, it's fun. It's entertaining. It's not jokes. Is what my whole point was.
I guess.
And when I was on stage, I wasn't doing well, and he goes, "This guy isn't funny, or you're not funny." He addressed me specifically, just yells it out.
Oh no!
And so I got pissed, and I was like, "Oh yeah, well at least I'm fucking telling jokes. I'm not a circus act up here, or like doing." I said something like that.
Yeah, he'd be embarrassed by that probably if he, you know.
Well, I mean, we've talked about it. I mean, you got to go listen to our pod.
Oh,
another enemy friend. But this pod has been a whole journey. It's been a whole diary of my life. It's crazy to go back and but let's go back and listen to a clip I took from the first pod we did in 2016.
I might have just heard this driving here. Oh, nice.
Yeah, I was just listening to your Weston Unruh podcast, and
that's so much fun.
Weston, I got some questions from that. I thought it'd be fun.
He's not dead. I saw him at a show in Longmont, Fort Collins area, not about a year or two ago.
I wonder if I could text him. We used to go like meet for coffee and hang out. We had a very good like
Weston
relationship.
Unruh,
We just kind of like
former
away.
Fort Collins comic.
Maybe we should reach out to Weston.
I was very jealous of him because his podcast was got nominated at the Sex Pod Awards.
That's and how
and
stupid
now,
is that? All?
No, I know. Yes, I know. With the
did he get a fake trophy? Who
I don't
won?
think. I think Empty Girlfriend ended up winning.
Well, of course they would. They're like friends with everybody.
Yes.
But Marie loved that podcast.
I know.
It was not bad.
No,
that was actually good.
We get into that.
Is that crazy how good that was?
We
like for like a local podcast?
Let's finish this one and then we'll get into
to kind of review what you said on that.
That a fake line.
Should we go all the way to the beginning?
Oh, yeah, I've been talking over it? I'll shut up.
Yeah, I was just listening to your Weston Unruh podcast, and
that's so much fun.
Yeah, I got some questions from that. I thought ituld be fun to kind of review what you said on that.
We should then the next podcast I'm on, they just continue this, and then that'll just be like my diary. Yeah. And I could look back on my life.
So I mean, I feel like that's exactly what we're doing.
A little bit. I was so stoned when I did that one. Like I was listening back to it.
As he gets out his vape pen to do it right now. He's like,
why not?
He's like, my life hasn't changed.
It's been 10 years. It hasn't changed at all.
Yeah, you got 2 kids. You got a house. It's crazy. Because the one you talk about
what actually has changed, it is a lot.
Yeah.
All right. I mean, at least
you're the only person I've let smoke on this couch.
I'm sorry, it's not smoking. It's
yes,
vape. Like how cool that's a clip. Clip it.
Look how cool it is. Okay, let's listen to the next clip.
Patrick Scott's cool.
My New Year's resolution is to stop interrupting my guests.
Oh yeah. Well, that will work out fine. I was coming here and they had some commercial for don't let this be another failed New Year's resolution that you set. And I'm like, why are you assuming that I'm a loser who's never followed through with a New Year's resolution? Like, I thought that was a really, really shitty commercial. Even though it's true. Like,
Right, yeah. Like, don't tell me.
I'm at the fucking gym now, and it's clear that I'm the New Year's resolution guy, and I just hate everyone knowing that. It's like when I used to buy condoms. Like, I hate
I used to buy condoms?
Have sex.
That's a little
Or toilet
suspicious,
paper.
Patrick.
That's like at least cooler. I mean, there's like some pride you could take in it, you know.
You're trying to sound cool to me.
Buying condoms.
Yeah, I used to buy condoms. Now I'm dropping loads.
Now I don't. Sometimes I will wear them now. Just like it's like
A condom?
yeah, just because I feel like
While you're having sex with your wife.
because it's like nicer, so she doesn't have to clean up afterwards. Like I have the duty of the semen
interesting.
now.
I have.
Because
What a romantic.
Just imagine a world, just like a hypothetical world where a woman's like just reluctantly having sex with me. It's like now she has to deal with my semen. Just like she has to deal with all that shit. Save her the trouble.
All right. Well, interesting point.
That's consideration. That's
Yeah.
feminism.
Sure. Yeah.
But every once in a while, you don't.
Just come up on the mic just a little bit.
Oh, sorry. I guess I haven't learned how to do this in 10 years.
No, you're just relaxing at the couch. You know, I can.
Yeah. Like the original Joe Rogans where they were on a fucking big.
You mentioned
big
that in this
couch.
podcast as well.
See, look, I have no new thoughts. This is actually depressing.
Well, I'm sorry. I'd like to think. I think it's fun that we have changed a lot
Nah.
to see where you are. I think. I think
Honestly,
at this point.
but frankly, this is probably the last time I've that was the other time I mentioned Joe Rogan's big couch on his podcast. Like literally, I've never thought of it within 10 years of itself. So
and that's a good thing.
whatever. It's hard to drink with this mic.
But it is interesting. How do things end? How do we wrap something up gracefully? I think most mics or most podcasts, just fizzle out.
The problem is you don't have like Fresh Prince. He turns off the lights and it's hard to do that with a podcast.
I think this is going to be it. This is going to be the look
You're like
back.
John Cena's last run. This is what he did all this year. Was this here's my goodbye run,
Okay.
and it's like this is your
I'm definitely the John Cena of podcasting.
Yeah.
Denver podcasting.
There you go, and you're done now because John Cena's done. He's never gonna wrestle again.
Okay, yeah.
This thing's I'm gonna be so drunk after this. It's too much.
It's too much. It's a
too much.
double vodka soda.
But I've been watching my calories today, and I think I'm really low.
Oh yeah, you got nothing in the tank
I
to
can't
soak it up.
Yeah, this is fun though.
Yeah, me too. I've been watching my calories and calories in, calories out.
Nice.
It's more of a slow carb thing.
That's the other hallmark of our discussions is fat guy stuff.
Yeah, oh, yeah.
We're
for sure.
horny, and then like body dysmorphia hour where we
Yeah,
talk
yeah.
about dieting.
Yeah, and that's nice. Yeah. Well, ending something graceful, and we're talking. I mean, I don't think podcasts are over, like I was saying, but
No.
well, I did escape not getting canceled. Like Nerdist, I think got canceled. Hardwick got canceled. Then he.
But they sold it before. I mean, that was after.
Yeah, but then now Nerdist doesn't even do those videos online anymore about like.
Yeah, but somebody bought them.
Yeah, fucking
CNET?
Lifetime or Life.
Yeah, because you go to it now and it's just like some weird thing. That's like, I think you can't go to it. Maybe. Anyway.
Some film production company bought them.
Yeah.
Lionsgate bought them.
What? That's so crazy.
Yeah, and so they but I mean, yeah. So Nerdist. I mean,
Does he have a piece of that? Does fucking Hardwick got a piece of that?
I don't know. Probably.
I know I
probably got
stopped
bought
listening.
out.
I know I stopped listening when they got bought out and they were just talking about what they were buying with all their money. I was like, okay, I'm going. That's honestly the same time I stopped listening to Bert Kreischer and Tom Segura when they're like their conversations with what they were buying with all their money. I'm like, okay.
I mean, I fell off on them way before I got into. I fell off on Nerdist before I got into Bert Kreischer and Tom Segura.
But these were eras.
But
That's
your mom's house fell off as well.
it's not good anymore.
It's
I haven't
not
listened
good
in a while.
anymore. It hasn't been good for a long time. I feel like,
But it's also hard to do. Like
it is hard to do. You can't keep it up forever.
It needs to end.
And then you find something they're good at, like the clips that YMH was doing, your mom's house. you know, and then you run through everything you could say about fucking homie
You're
on
done.
out guy or whatever.
And you're done.
And yeah, I mean, if you're not evolving, I mean, that's something we're talking about with Corolla. I mean, he's kind of got a
He's evolved.
bulletproof formula. I mean, yeah, he's so right wing
Yeah,
now.
now it's
He's so
I haven't
right
actually listened in a while because it was just I was just like, I'm not here. This is a politics show now.
Yeah, it's all it is.
Like it's just evolved into pure politics. I'm like, I actually avoid that so much now. It's like a politics. Like don't
I
talk
don't want to
about
get into
it.
politics. I don't, you know. So
Like
yeah,
I'm almost subscribing to the Nate Bargatze school of like, yeah, dude, don't talk about the war. Just talk about being stupid. I mean, it's just so more enjoyable.
which is interesting.
Like I
'cause
don't
we're
want to make a
talking about-
point. That'd actually be interesting. Did I ever want to make a point?
No, but you do talk about what kind of comedy you fall into here. Let me see if I can.
I hope
find
it's like edgy and dope.
And this sounds like somebody who's not willing to make
This is my
the
voice.
commitment to like
My stuff.
to their art. Like
Does I sound like that still?
it. No.
I've been becoming more aware.
Okay, I think this is it.
I've been becoming more aware of this too. Just going to so many mics and hearing these really emasculated men. Like there's just a fucking, I don't know what the word is, dearth. A lot of fucking dudes who are just clearly maybe needing of a little testosterone. And I really hate that I count my that I have so many jokes that put me into that same category. It was like, oh man, I'm all dumb and stuff, or I don't have my dick small. Like I've been starting to hate that kind of.
Yep.
I don't know, man.
So, but now you want to lean into that.
No, I agree with this guy completely. That's a good point.
But
He's
you're
fucking-
just saying you want to start like I'm dumb, like that.
No, but it's not like it's. I think Nate Bargatze's thing is like blissfully naive,
Okay, we're gonna
whereas
finish
this is. I can't remember what was being
Because
discussed.
you're
These
not
dudes-
identifying with it as much.
Oh, these are just like
maybe it's me
guys
getting
talking about what big pussies they are. Like, oh, I'm a big. I could never win in a fight. Shut up, pussy. Like, be a man and like think you could win a fight.
Okay.
Like, I hate that perspective. I hate now, but but Nate Bargatze's just like a childish like dummy.
A childish Gambino.
Yeah, yeah, exactly.
Okay, right.
But like, I still hate that, and it's actually not. It's actually gotten better. I feel like there's not as many like dudes who are just like, look how much I suck. I'm terrible. Like, shut up, you fucking bitch.
Okay, here we go.
and it's just all these like
Being more comfortable with yourself.
maybe or getting just like I always just more confidence growing up or getting older, like not giving a shit about what other people think more. But I just like fuck, man, stop bitching so much. And I know that I'm in the same category too, and I'm trying to get out of it. But like
Oh,
I don't
man.
know, man. All these whiny young men is really fucking annoying. But I go to a lot of open mics. There's a lot of
Think
them.
about how women feel, huh? Huh?
I can't imagine. Again, yeah, of course. Yeah. When you're around all these
It's
guys
about
are
to take a
so
turn.
so
Oh, no.
emasculated.
I can't
I
imagine.
think an
I'm scared.
alpha in there would definitely stand out. You
And
know?
I think they do, and they.
Hell yeah, they do. You know how many women like to get choked during sex? A lot of them.
Oh, I still
Yeah,
agree
Says the
with
guy
this.
who's only had sex with one woman in his life.
Yeah, like I've heard.
Okay, yeah, okay. Back to 10 years
But
ago.
okay, but also I do think women, some women
want to
are
get jokes.
are like grossed out by bitchy men,
Sure, yeah.
and they should be because they're not. It's like that's just not like I don't know, dude. It's unattractive. You weak bitchy man.
They want masculine men. They want aggressive men, I think.
I think that's confidence from being in a relationship that you got right now, man. Because whenever I'm in a relationship, I'm not coming from this place of desperation, like
I hit a
need your
nerve with
approval
you
or
right
anything
there.
like that, and it changes. I feel a social change, but also I'm terrified of being this aggressive male, or
Why?
this.
Why
Because
is
then
it
I'm a
bad?
monster.
Yeah, but that's
You
the
can't
weird,
come back from that.
But that's the weird thing is
Be the
that there's, like,
monster, young JD.
Be a monster.
Yeah, dude. Fucking.
No, I think, I
Don't-
had less confidence. I wasn't trying. I wasn't doing anything that was monster behavior,
No.
but I was so worried because I lived a gossip podcast and, it was,
I just think some of this like toxic masculinity stuff has evolved into like anti-sex. Like it's like, hey, men shouldn't desire women in an animal way or something. And I'm like,
in an animal way.
yeah, dude. Like
don't know. I've
there's
never
nothing
thought about
wrong with that. I feel like people shouldn't. There's some of the more I don't know. Don't be anti-sex. You should be fine with
I'm not
having
anti-sex. I'm just.
You're anti-sex, JD.
this,
I've been waiting to call you
saying
out
it's
for
bad
years.
to be masculine. Like that's out there.
Yeah. And I'm drinking the Kool-Aid on that.
I was like,
I'm so terrified of being called a creep or anything that, like, you know, is
until
was
that
hard for me.
masculine guy
Is
knows
this
how to drive
pre-Me Too, or is this like after Me Too?
I think it's ramping up.
This is like the storm's coming.
Yeah,
You're
it's
like
a brewing.
guy,
The clouds are above us.
you're seeing the future. You're like, oh, something's coming.
Yeah. I mean, all the comics around town that were fucking other comics and stuff, you know,
But
word
isn't
got
that
out
fine?
about them.
It's fine to fuck other
Well, now
comics.
it's fine. I mean, with perspective,
How
it's fine.
fun.
But when you're in it,
I
you
never
don't want to
realized-
be the guy who gets painted as like a creep or bad. I didn't want to get blackballed for the scene for.
I never
some
realized how
reason.
much of everyone was having sex with each other. And I was like, this is crazy. I didn't know this was happening.
I mean,
It's constant.
Somewhere.
It's always just like comics are just like, when they pull up fish in a net and they're just all slapping on each other all wet. That's all that comics are, just fucking each other.
Yeah.
And there's nothing wrong with that. It's probably very fun as long as they don't have babies.
Well, yeah, but I mean, you know, it's like it's shitting where you eat, you know.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe that analogy doesn't work. Maybe I shit where I eat. I don't have to walk far from where I eat to where I shit. Maybe that's a fucking old
My
wives'
bathroom's
tale.
in my kitchen.
Yeah, dude. Yeah. Just bury your shit, and then it won't be a problem. There's a way. I just think
There's a way.
I really like. I listen to Stavros's podcast because another big
love guy.
quality of us is loving podcasts. But someone was calling in. It's like, and their call was like, "Hey, I own a restaurant. I'm attracted to somebody who works for me. Can I do this?"
Right. Like
And I was like, yes, you can. There's a way of doing it respectfully. There's a way of doing it not. But literally, so many people, a high percentage of people meet people they get in relationships with at work.
yeah.
It's not wrong.
And then they go to a Coldplay concert.
There's a wrong way to do it, and there's a right way to do it, and sometimes the wrong way feels right. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, dude, you're just so detached from all this. You're like, yeah, if I was a manager, I'd fuck the hostess at a fucking Bennigan's.
But it's also like
Perkins, I'd say.
you don't think that HR lady was loved getting
obviously
dicked down
happens.
by that guy at that. They were both having a great time.
I mean, maybe, who knows?
They were enjoying each other. Let them, like, I've never wanted to judge anybody about infidelity ever because it's like, it's hard to do. But like, why would you? I would never change.
Can't wait for the 10 years from now podcast where Patrick's cheats on his
No,
wife.
but I'm just saying, if you cheated on your wife, I'm not going to stop talking to you
Well, thank you.
because I'm like, what, JD's a human? Well, wait, listen, I can't talk to JD anymore. He loves pussy. Like, what am I going to do?
That's how you feel.
Yeah, like, oh, you know what? I like JD, but turns out he loves pussy. So I wouldn't judge you. I wouldn't want
Is
to be
there
judged.
anybody I could fuck that you'd be like, wow, I can't talk to that guy?
Whoa.
Your mom.
Dude, if you're fucking like,
Your mom.
there's this dude, if you know the guy named Girthmaster.
No, I don't know.
If you just suddenly start
Girthmaster.
showing up with Girthmaster, I'd be like, I don't know if I could hang out with JD anymore. he's got a whole new
I mean,
lifestyle.
everything's gonna change now. I mean, my whole social structure has been people I've met through the podcast. I mean, our friendship really grew through the podcast.
I listen to
me
these guys that like they know a lot about porn.
Mm-hmm.
And they have a podcast and they interview porn stars and they interviewed Girthmaster, who's a real porn star, and they were just calling him Girth. And I thought that was funny because they were like friendly with Girthmaster. They could shorten up his name. Just a
I was
Girth.
trying to get in some real stuff about how I don't think we're going to hang out as much
Who,
because
me and you?
Yeah, me and you.
You know what I thought about we could do is doing a telephone podcast where it's like we just talk for once a week for 30 minutes and record a phone call. Easy, low head, and I also think very entertaining. Isn't that fun? Like, I feel like that's...
You can't make clips out of it. That's just for
No,
us.
no. I think you
we're
can make
not going to
clips.
build an audience.
I think you can make clips. I think it could be funny because it's different.
Nobody watches audio clips.
It's like
on
it's
TikTok.
like a green...
You would have to fucking put a
Listen,
cartoon
okay.
you on and a cartoon
you
me on.
commit to 3 months of the phone call podcast, catching up with
Catching it.
Girthmaster. That's my new thing. I'm Girthmaster. No, but we do that. I bet you could work. Give me 3 months.
Yeah, if you put it out, and
stands
stuff,
out
yeah.
because it's so low fi.
Yeah, I wish we would have been videoing all those chupacabras, man.
I can't believe we did it for 2 years. All I remember is the angry yelling at the end. It paints the whole perspective of it.
All right, we're going back to 10 years ago.
Like there's something that is missing when men aren't being like, someone has to do that shit. Like someone has to go investigate the person, like the sound in the night in the house, you know, like
Sure.
somebody has to be that person. Like I think no matter what,
Sound in the night.
yeah, like that's
No,
the
I
thing.
get what you're saying.
But like, no matter what type of relationship you have, even if it's a homosexual relationship or
So
polyamorous,
inclusive.
there's going to be these dynamics where somebody has
Yeah.
to
I was
be
very, like,
this
liberal.
dominant person. 'Cause
Yeah,
two
like,
people
you can be
can't fuck
gay,
each other
too.
at the same time. Somebody has to be fucking somebody else.
Right.
Good
Yeah.
for you.
And that's
10
just how
years
it happens.
ago,
Penetrated. We are the
Patrick.
fuckers. We fuck you.
So
we don't get fucked.
open-minded.
Like,
And even if you don't want to, you could do pegging, man. Like,
Sure,
you
like
could do
that's-
whatever, but there's
Wow, I
usually
didn't know
a
I was-
dominant.
aggressor.
I didn't know I knew about
Yeah,
pegging back
that's-
then.
I just hate how many times like people have to like wash that away.
You
And,
know
like,
what?
There
But
is a
shouldn't it be
natural
something
state of
that we
things.
share together.
No,
you know,
don't
I
peg.
I like to think of sex as something.
Dude,
that
tell
we
that
should
to
do
a chick
together.
who wants to get choked and like her hair pulled.
Dude, that's exactly what I'm like. I was just telling you about this girl that I was just hanging out with, and
Some
like she
hot
just
slut.
wanted fuck straight up.
Yeah,
and
of
like
course,
I
she's a
was
human
like,
being. Of course she does.
Sure, yes, but at the same time, I want to feel safe, and you know,
You've officially changed roles then. Like someone's still being the
You're like,
dominant,
you're the
someone's still
woman.
being, but usually
but I'm supposed to be the one.
This is
that's hard
JD.
and
This is
fucking
a
her.
JD dropping the ball. Like this chick just.
I don't
You're
even
not-
remember who the fuck I was talking about.
You're not even
here.
being like a good. Just you need to be a good dance partner. Like, hey, what do you need, baby? I'm gonna.
I was
spit in your mouth.
so worried about my reputation as a Don Juan fucking good lover. I was like every time I do it, I got to be fucking hitting it out of the park so they'll come back. So every game was the fucking Super Bowl for me.
Yeah, you're two in your head.
Yeah, I was.
Tom Brady is not thinking like that. Not sexually and football, where it's like every game's a game. He's not he plays the same way in the Super Bowls he does on the practice field, dude.
Then every game is the Super Bowl.
But no game's a Super Bowl, baby. He's not breaking a sweat.
He broke a sweat.
Dude, my clutch gene, like just your ability to perform in dire situation is terrible. Like my kids need to watch out. If I ever need to save their life and shit, I'm gonna fuck up.
You're gonna drop the ball.
I'm gonna
Should
try.
we finish this clip or we just go on to the next one here?
I don't know. I don't hold these beliefs hardly, but I do.
And
I still
giving
agree
it to
with this
her
guy.
and like I'm
Except for all
not
the
masculine if
choking
I
stuff. Yeah, I should
if I'm
talk
not
less
feeling
about
comfortable
this.
and like I don't if I didn't get hard or like it's not working or I lose it or my erection or whatever.
Maybe
when I
the-
say lose it, I'm talking about losing my erection. everybody.
Okay.
Do you have that problem?
I did. That's basically
two
why I
in your
started
head.
going to therapy. Yeah.
Do you ever try the dick pills? Have we talked about this?
Yes, we talked about this.
Okay.
And no, I've never tried the dick pills.
And then I go, you want to try some? I have extras. They're just lying around.
Yeah, see, mister. See, you're juicing. I'm never juiced. I'm trying to be I played all this game out here.
It's all placebo.
Uh-huh.
It's all.
He's hard right now, everybody.
It's all I could be. Too stressed.
Here we go.
We gonna take you back in the
Oh, is this so radio?
Yeah, as I was like looking for Back in Time.
Let's go.
This is like Back in the Day Cafe on KS 1075.
This is so I wouldn't even know how to make one of these things. I always want to like make it sound like old
Struggling with
radio
this,
things.
especially now, is like define. Everyone's always trying to be happy. Like, what the fuck? What is being happy? Like,
What
there's
is
always
being
those
happy?
things that come out where it's like, no, your happiness doesn't increase after a certain amount of money, and it's this actually large amount of money. It's like $160.
Yeah, that's a pretty big.
It's like most people in America fall underneath this line and would be bettered off by money. So and then I'm like, well, it would. I think I'm trying to figure that out because it's like you get to an age where you should be having a house, you should be having kids, you should be doing.
Should be. That's a dangerous one too.
But fuck, man, if I don't feel like a piece of shit when other people my age are doing better, and I don't
Yeah,
think
well,
that
yeah.
I don't know if that's like nature spurring me on or like social shit. I don't know what's spurring that on.
It has to be social because I mean, there's no right or wrong way to live your life, right?
My genetics want me to succeed. They want me to
Sure.
be the biggest, like make the most money kind of
Girth
guy.
master.
Like that's how I think
Yeah, girth master.
the way a species survives is that I got all this testosterone that makes me want to be the best, and then I go out there. I lost my analogy, but I
Stoned.
feel like it could be natural. Like
So
why would
stoned.
Just like
I
that.
feel sometimes when people say
Yeah,
like,
but
"Oh, I don't need
I
this
wanna-
to be happy. I don't need this to be happy." It's like a cop out because they can't get it. You know what I'm saying? Like I remember watching this hippie guy going like, "I don't even watch the clock. Like I don't even have a clock on." I'm like, "Well, that's very convenient if you don't want to be anywhere on time or try hard." I
Sure.
think, like it's also very convenient. I'm always trying to I always want to be very honest with myself and
Did you want to say something?
I have to take a note because I was listening to this earlier and I told the story. I'm like, why don't I ever talk about that? And I need to take a note. I just wanted to let you know why I'm on my phone right now.
And what's spurring me on?
So I was listening to this
And so
earlier. I
I'm
was like,
trying
man,
to-
why
I'm
don't I
trying to
ever
figure
talk
that
about
shit
that
out.
fucking story?
And like, because I'm very happy right now. And
Okay. I thought was
and
very
I'm doing
good.
contract design work, which is really grunt work. And then going to open mics at night and, coming back home to my really small apartment with my really shitty bed and laying with my wife. And I'm so happy. And
I thought that's beautiful. I thought that was so cool.
I
That
really
you were
think
happy back then.
I'm still happy.
I know, yeah.
But the
yeah,
thing
yeah.
is, I really was upset by how much it was a shitty bed frame, but it was still a good bed. Like I was like really offended. I was like, I thought my bed was fine, but it was like,
you were offended by 10 years ago, you?
well, just because the bed, I was acting, I was
You're playing it up for the
playing up
mics.
a little. My bed was fine, but it just had those like metal. It wasn't. I didn't have a bed frame.
Yeah, it's like
It
an
was,
IKEA
it was like
thing.
a cot thing. Yeah, dude, that apartment was dope as shit that I was living at that
It
point.
was cool. I've been there.
It was like so close to Wash Park. Like I could
Yeah.
wake up on a Saturday morning. It's 7:00. My wife's still in bed. I go for a run around Wash Park and come back, and like, that was a great time in my life. It was so.
And now you live in the hellscape that is Aurora, Colorado.
Which people need to fucking.
When did you join Trendearawa?
Always, baby, for life. I was jumped in as an infant.
The whole thing is that they took over Aurora.
Aurora's so big. It's like there's so many areas of Aurora. But anyway, it's nice.
I'm like, what am I looking for that I feel that I need more than this? Because right now I'm genuinely very happy, but I also feel an intense pressure to get better at
And
my
my
career,
wife
make
was
more
Paying for a lot of shit at this time. No wonder I was so comfortable. I mean, like that was also like, hey, my wife's the fucking breadwinner.
money.
Well, that's the man or the society telling you you're not going
That's
to be
a
happy
good
unless you have the best bed, the biggest thing, like the next newest car.
But it's also my wife grew up in a family that didn't make a lot of money, a lot of problems with alcohol and stuff. And she specifically worked hard at school, got like a full ride scholarship so that she could get out of that.
Mm-hmm.
And the biggest moment of her getting out of that kind of, like saying, she's moved up in society, she's worked hard and done that, would be buying a house. And so that's the next big step we're trying to do. And I'm hamstringing that because I'm more interested in going to open mics than like going to networking meetings and trying to like further my career. So, there's like, I want her to be happy and she wants a house and I want to give her
And
that.
she wants a house.
And the
And she wants a house.
the thing is that also is more true about that is I'm more comfortable and less vulnerable going to open mics than I am trying to do career stuff where I'm more anxious and unconfident and more risk. I feel more risk. So I'm avoiding vulnerability, not doing work stuff instead of doing comedy stuff and kind of avoiding. So there's a little bit of that that's actually more true.
I don't know.
like,
It's fucking really
Yeah,
hard to
I
figure
mean-
out.
I don't do the work
I
stuff
don't
because I'm
know,
a
man.
Karen. Man, but I have so much nostalgia. I would love to go back to that apartment because I'm like, man, that kitchen was so small. Like, I don't even think we had any counter space. I think we literally had like a cart that I would have to cut stuff on. Like, but that was such a nice apartment.
Yeah.
Anyway, that was a good time.
But I think eating healthy, being exercise, like I just started exercising.
What a
New
fat
Year's
piece of shit talking about health
It's already
ever.
the way my brain
You
thinks.
need to stop listening
Like,
to
fuck,
Joe
man, I think
Rogan.
if
They're
you're
trying
doing a
to
bunch
be
of
Joe
drugs, eating a
Rogan.
bunch of bad food and being in bad shape, your brain's not working the way
Brain's not working.
it's to its optimum.
Sure.
I've never been
Do you
at
get
my
Alpha Brain?
optimum.
I get Alpha Brain.
Like, what am I talking
tried it.
about?
I hear Rogan talking about it all the
I
time.
tried it back when it happened, and
This is before I got into Alpha
when
Brain.
he first
When it
started,
happened.
when he first
Yes,
started
for your
selling it.
alpha brain addiction.
I felt-
Nick Dean swears by it. He loves it.
Oh, really?
I feel like it's
Well,
middle. It's
Although
kinda
he'll eat
maybe.
pills he finds off the ground.
Yeah,
too,
for
so.
sure.
That was a good joke.
Yeah, we're talking about Alpha Brain. And I do think Alpha Brain was giving me headaches. And I heard Joe Rogan talking about that recently. If you take too much, sometimes it gives
Were you
people
like
headaches.
fucking taking too much?
I was taking 2 pills before each podcast, plus whatever 2 pills at the beginning of the day, or a pill at the beginning of the day and the end of the day, and these packs that I was taking for a
Yeah.
long time.
Man, they're so expensive.
It is, yeah, I stopped doing because it's so expensive. I can't afford it.
And I think you're fine.
Thank
you.
you.
Don't need it. Adderall,
I mean,
maybe.
we have
you?
kind of switched positions here. You're a lot in more better shape than I am now. So
Well, thank you.
body weight wise,
The
not strength or like,
what the fuck? Let's not
but
get
just
into it.
by pure poundage, I think you're
Yes.
pulling it in. So congratulations.
Yes, I'm trying to lose weight before my doctor's appointment on
Oh yeah, I heard you
the
talking
26th. So and I remember I told somebody I was trying to lose weight for my doctor's appointment. And they said it was like if they seemed like it was a weird idea, but I'm like, why would you lose? That's why I'm trying to get the numbers down for the test, and then I could like let go after the test. I don't know. But
Let go, like you're gonna fucking
no,
kill yourself after the test.
Yeah,
So it
no,
sounds like
it's like I could live forever now that I'm not
I got one
pre-diabetic.
physical this year, and I can fucking. I'm gonna live forever.
But I've just gotten comfortable doing stuff at the gym, whereas
Oh,
like
good. That's good.
where I'm like, oh, I just need to do what I have to do. I don't care if someone's judging me for, maybe form or theory. I'm not sure, but like, I'm like, no, I have my little program. I'm going to fucking do it. I don't care what other people think.
That's great.
That's taken me, literally, I was talking about this 10 years ago. And just now I'm just being like, barely being able to go like, no, I just want to go and do what I'm going to do. I don't care if people think it's ridiculous. It makes me healthier and happier. So it's amazing how little I've grown in 10 years. Like I'm just like still
What are
doing
you
this.
talking about? You're a father of two now. You have you have the house you were talking about.
Yeah, it's because
you live in a mansion basically in Aurora.
That's crazy.
You've built a playground in the back for your kids to play in.
It's crazy. Our house
You have three stories.
We have like 3 half baths that are our bathrooms.
Hey, that's 3 bathrooms, bro.
We got tiny little half baths.
I've taken a shower in your basement bathroom
When did that happen?
when I did the cold plunge about a year ago.
I was thinking about getting that back going, but like I think everyone thinks it's stupid now. I'm like, am I gonna is it helping me at all? But I think it's cool and fun, and I do think it helps me.
Yeah, everyone talks about like, it gets you through the day and all that, gets your cortisol up or whatever.
But is that bullshit?
I mean, if you felt better, then it's not.
But it's also dangerous. I was like, man, there's like a 5% chance I die, like I pass out and I drown in my backyard. It's like, that's not worth the risk.
The 5% chance?
If you got on a plane and someone told you this plane has a 5% chance of crashing, are you getting on that fucking plane?
Dude, you're taking way more risks driving home after drinking and smoking weed all the fucking time, dude. There's a way higher risk. Yeah, look at you now. Hey, like, fuck that. It's like 30% the chance you're gonna fucking get in an accident or something when you leave.
30% chance.
It's way
I'm
higher
not that fucked
than
up.
5.
It's
But you
higher
have
than
You have left here
maybe
more fucked up.
5%.
No way. It's way more than 5%.
Dude, I would not go home if it's 5%.
Dude, just driving? I think it's over 10% for sure.
That's crazy. I've expressed this on this podcast many times. Buzz driving is not drunk driving. Drunk driving is drunk driving. It's like I've drunk drove. It's dangerous.
Yes, yeah,
it's scary. I drive buzzed all the time, baby. It's fine. I'm not.
This is what your kid's gonna look back on and be like, and that's how Dad died.
Oh my God. Now just everything goes black and gray in loving memory of Patrick Scott. It could happen.
I hope not, but yeah, and it's way more. If you're doing the stats, it's way more likely than
you what?
Drowning in your cold plunge.
I was late because I was giving my kids a bath. Both of them were bathing. It was such a nice experience. Like their little personalities are coming out, and except for the fact I wouldn't see them grow up. It's a nice last memory, or last experience. So,
your last experience should be this podcast.
Well, I mean, but the duo, it'd be the last night.
He died doing what he loved, podcasting and
driving home from a podcast.
And
He's like, man,
his
what?
naked children. Do your children bathe together?
Sometimes it's easier. Like if my daughter usually bathes in the morning, my son at night. But if my daughter gets dirty during the day, then sometimes we just bathe them at the same time. And it's nice. And then my wife gets a break, and baths are easy and fun. So
when you're drying them off, my dad always used to do like, you have to, because to me, bathing was scary. Because if my dad got pissed, he was going to hit us.
What are you doing in the bath that's pissing off your dad?
Well, because if he's drying us off, right, we'd have to stand on one leg and he'd dry off one foot, and then we would step out of the tub with our dry foot, and we'd have the wet foot in the tub. And I remember one time he dried my dry foot. I lost my balance, was going to lose my balance, stepped back into the tub, got wet. And I remember being like, and he looked at me and him curling his, like he would bite his lips when he got mad. And I saw him bite his lips and I was like, I'm sorry, I was going to lose my balance. I'm sorry. Like, like him just getting so pissed and then him having to re-dry off my foot before I stepped out of the tub. So, I mean, it was not a good time, you know?
Yeah, I
We're
could see where
always
he's
on
coming.
eggshells.
I could see where he's coming from,
Yeah, a lot of anger.
but I try not to do that to my kids.
Yeah.
So I
Beat
wish.
them?
Well, no, just be like walking on eggshells, like
Yeah.
fucking. Because that's literally
What's
why
going
I'm
to set
going.
off Dad and he's going to fucking hit us.
That's literally why I'm going to therapy now, just because like anger stuff.
Good, good.
I would never like. It's crazy to get like that'd been pretty sweet if I could be the dictator that your father was, but like I can't. And then like
Would
I don't
that be sweet? I don't really talk to him now.
exactly.
Is that what you want?
So I had a couple instances of getting mad and seeing my kids genuinely scared of me. And I was like, okay, I need to be able to
Yeah, that's
handle my
hard.
anger better.
Yeah, that'd be hard.
And so that's literally why I'm in therapy. It's like I don't want to.
I did
be
that with
angry
my
around
dog
kids.
and I feel bad.
Man, she's a stupid dog. I'm trying to get this bit.
Smarter than your daughter.
No way.
If I got all pissed.
I'm trying to write a bit about being a non-dog person in Colorado, and I think it might be the
It's hard.
biggest thing.
It's a hard one. If you could crack that nut, that'd be awesome.
Well, I think the angle is I'm just telling you, I'm not telling you dogs are bad. In fact, I like dogs, but I'm
Yes,
just
me
telling
too.
you how it is being a non-dog person in Colorado.
It's them forcing their dog on me that I resent. It's not the dog itself.
so this is not
It's
a
them
rare
that-
feeling, too.
No, not for me. I get it.
So forcing a dog on you is
They're
what,
forcing their dogs. Yeah, they're forcing this thing on me and I don't want it. And that's what I'm rejecting more than your dog. And also I got bit by a dog earlier this year. So
because I'm trying to think. Because I know it's not a rare thought, but I know it needs to be approached in a way.
yeah, because there's a whole thing with the Broncos player that got approached with a guy with a dog and he didn't want to be like, get your dog away
Oh.
from me.
Yeah, this fucking
They talked
asshole.
about it on CityCast today.
This fucking asshole, the Thursday night, the John Madden of Thursday Night Football, brings his dog everywhere like a fucking child. And like he's like, oh, I'm walking around with my dog, and Bo Nix is like, get your fucking dog away from me.
Yeah,
I don't
that's
like
what I want to
dogs.
say to everybody that has an off-leash dog.
Yeah, it's like fucking like, hey, listen, no one, and like part of me wants to do like I'm shitting on people for like, hey, don't bring your kid. Like, so the joke will start with like, don't you hate when people bring their kids to the brewery and do this? But then I'm like,
Dude, they're gonna turn on you so hard.
I'm actually not talking about kids. I'm talking about your stupid dogs. It's the
they're
same
gonna
way.
turn on you so hard. When
But
you
that's
say
how I
that, though.
feel. Like
No,
the
I
way
get that.
people feel about my children.
Yeah, yeah.
All these like
I'd
fucking
ra-
hipstery, which is I needed a new term. That's
I'd
such
way
a
rather you bring a dog to my house than one of your kids.
Exactly. And I get that. And I respect that. But
Thank
dog
you.
people don't respect that.
No, they don't.
I
Yeah,
respect
they're
your-
the worst.
You don't like children. That's
Dog
fine.
people are the worst. It's not that I
Listen,
don't like children.
listen,
I
if
just
I went
don't
to
want to
a-
be forced.
If I went to a We Hate Kids party, I'd have plenty to talk about. I'm not going to be like, what do you guys like? No, I have plenty of things to tell you about how my kids are shitheads. But I love kids. So it's just like, they happen
Yeah,
at the same
I love
time.
my dog. I don't fucking care about your dog.
But those fucking dog people will never go to, they couldn't go to a dogs or shitty party. They think the dogs are perfect.
yeah. I tried to do a joke about how my dog got invited to a dog's birthday party. And my little sweet baby Angel is purebred that I got from a breeder. And I don't want her fraternizing with your fucking rescue dog.
Very Nazi of you. I got this purebred.
Yeah, your fucking dog is like a
They're below them because
jailhouse
of the-
dog that
they're-
fucking got out the pan, bro. And like my dog's.
That's a funny bit.
Thank you.
Out the bean, bro.
At the bean.
I want to be an old man. You know how awesome it is to be an old man
No
who just doesn't give
way.
a fuck about anybody, doesn't want to have sex with anybody, just tells you how it
I
is.
don't know if that's true. Old men want
I'm almost
Viagra is
there.
like the biggest selling pill on the market because old men still want to have sex.
I can't imagine the moment when my dick doesn't work and how much that would change my opinion of myself. Right? Like that's
Hasn't
true,
happened.
right? Like
It's gonna
if
sink.
your dick can't work, you
And it's
totally feel
happened.
less
No, hasn't
masculine
happened.
and good about yourself, and
Yeah.
you're probably worse
To
at
me.
your work. Like there's something to
You're
that's
worse at your work
confidence and
because-
masculinity.
No,
Yeah,
yes,
it's good.
absolutely.
Yeah, that's
You
interesting.
don't think your like sexuality has like a global effect on yourself?
Yeah.
That's why all those incels are they're in terrible position.
Well, I treat homeless people the way the 1% treat me. You know, it's just like you know.
What do you mean by that?
I look down on them. I think that's actually a really funny clip.
So do I. That's why I picked it.
I treat homeless people the way the 1% treat me. You know, it's just like
This is what I'll miss. Just the really laughing at stupid shit. You know, like that's one of the things I'm worried about with the podcast leaving is like, this is how I built most of the people I know, my social circle and the people I know in comedy. You know, if I met someone cool that was from out of town, I'd be like, hey, come do my podcast.
Yeah.
You know, and that's how I've gotten on shows and like things, you know, it's just, but I really think I've been listening to these whole Ryan Holiday books on like Stoicism and something. And this whole one he wrote this last year was about, wisdom, but he was talking about like, you got to know when to put something down.
Yeah.
You know, so you can, to figure out what's next. Like I can't keep, trying to do new things without letting go of some other stuff. So that's basically why with this podcast, you know, I mean, it has kind of evolved into something different, you know, besides the exploration of creativity. I wanted it to be, you know, yeah. So it has changed, you know, for a long time, it was just kind of a comedy gossip podcast. It went away from the exploration of creativity that I started
It's
out
funny how
as.
that changed, but it's like just what your interests were.
I mean, yeah, we even talk about it on one of these clips here.
It's kind of really bitchy.
It's like the best part of all podcasts is talking about relationship
sex.
shit. And then it's like stuff that people we
We're
know.
talking about
Yeah.
empty girlfriend.
And so it's like,
I think that's the part that I
it's
like about it the most.
Yeah, like that's one of the things I
Weird.
love listening about the local podcast. It's like I'm getting the gossip. I'm getting it.
Yeah, or just like the untold story. Like,
Yeah.
oh, that's what was going on there. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a weird like gossipiness to it that I really enjoy.
Yeah, that I
You know what?
really enjoy.
that I really enjoy. Yeah, so I'm trying to figure one out, but it's I think I'm too lazy.
Good.
Good.
Good for me.
I really want to just interview homeless people.
You've always gotten like weirdly like, oh yeah, you want to do a podcast? You think you just fucking do a podcast? You've always been
Yeah,
really
so you're like,
fucking-
this is exactly your thing. You're like, let's just call each other.
Yeah.
Let's just have a phone call for
Yeah,
30
dude,
minutes.
it sounds
And
good.
then, there's way more shit that goes into a podcast than fucking
Watch this be.
fucking Patrick having a phone call.
No, that sounds great.
Yeah, but you're not going to do the work that fucking
Okay,
goes
watch
into
it.
having a
Or
podcast.
will you participate?
I got to fucking do all the work in a podcast, you mean?
No. You just participate in the phone calls.
I will call you and then nothing will come of it.
No. I'll call you.
Okay, yeah.
Well, I don't know if we'll have like a drop zone. Like it could happen anytime.
No, well, I mean, yeah, you got to be when I'm on my way to work, maybe before I get to work.
Okay. Yeah.
You know,
maybe
Fridays. Dude, I really just fucked myself with my new schedule.
Why?
Because I was like, I got to have a Sunday off to spend with my wife, a weekend day. And I'm trying to move my schedule up. So because I've been working like midnight to fucking 12 and 1 in the afternoon to midnight.
Okay,
And
that's
it's like,
a rough one.
Yeah, for 4 days a week. And it's like, I got no time my wife has the opposite schedule. She gets up at like 6 to go to work
Yeah.
and she's going to bed. You know, I get up when her lunch break is basically.
Yeah.
Anyway, I never see my wife, you know, and all the mics and stuff happen at night. So, but I mean, I got that schedule because I was so against working early because I'd burned the candle on both ends for so long trying to do this job and going out to mics before. I was driving myself crazy.
Yeah.
So I was like, I'm just not going to get up early. But then I kind of fucked myself out of all these mics and shows. But anyway, so now I have Sunday and Thursday off because that was we just bid for new schedules and that's the one I got.
Okay.
I don't have 2 days off in a row. That's so fucked up. And I work from noon to 8.
Well, you could have gotten
5 days
2
a week.
days a row. 2 days
Well,
in
it
a
would
row.
have been like a Monday, Tuesday. It would have been a Wednesday, Thursday.
And 2 days in a row is clutch, though, man.
Yeah, but none of them would have been when my wife was off.
Well, you know, then you gotta do what you gotta do.
Yeah, I think I don't know. I'm trying to find the silver lining, but I do feel like
How long does that last until you could
3 to 6 months.
Yeah, 6 months goes by quick.
It does, but also I'm trying to make changes this year. You know, I'm trying to.
Changes like
but
what?
I mean, I want to figure out what I want to do next in life. You know, like
You
if
have plenty of
there's
time. I were like, you could do that whenever.
no, you got to do it now, or I'm gonna let it go another year, and then I'm gonna be like,
No,
I
but-
just wasted 2026.
What are you gonna do? What's your new thing?
I don't know yet. I mean, I like the ice cream thing. I'm making ice cream. I've been videoing a little bit of that. I haven't put any of those clips out
Doing
because
like
I've been doing fucking.
to camera
I've been doing
social content.
Yeah, I've been doing Hold On to Your Butts with Paul Crowley. I've been doing my wife and I are doing an audiobook review podcast where that's going to come out in the new year.
Okay.
So
where's that land? Do you ever do? Where's your social promotion on that stuff? Where you do? What are you
Well,
doing?
I haven't. Well, with the Hold On to Your Butts, that's all I've been doing this last year. Really, hadn't put out too many left hand right brains because all my energy outside of work had been going to that. And I mean, if you haven't seen the clips, I guess it's not working because
I'll
I've put
see
out
'em.
so many clips. I put out a lot of shit, but also
Is
you're
that-
not the target audience for that.
Nope. Well, I kind of am. I'm a movie guy.
Yeah, I mean, and you're my friend. You'd think you'd see some of it.
I guess send them to me. I'll give
Send
you
them to you. I put it on Instagram.
But the algorithm is a mistress.
Yeah.
It won't
Sorry,
show
it's
me
not
certain.
tits.
No,
Yeah,
it
if it's
won't-
not tits, Patrick's not gonna see it.
Literally, yes, because like it knows what I want to see, and it's not gonna let me change my thing.
It's not gonna let me change.
Have we played that
This
game?
algorithm's not gonna let me change. Yeah, I don't want to play because it's only gonna be chicks with their fucking. It's gonna be trans women on Instagram. Chicks with dicks that put mine to
It's
shame.
fat guy doing kicks, huh?
Well, that's pretty good.
AI.
Honestly, can I be honest with you about this? Stavros is the first time I've ever seen a fat guy be confident,
You don't.
and
like,
it blows my mind.
you don't understand
Part
it.
of me resents it because I'm like, no, you can't be fat and confident. You have to fucking hate yourself.
But also, it's this like weird perspective he comes from because he's like, he also has to say like, "Hey, I want to get into shape."
Yeah, I mean, yeah,
but it's not about how I look. Like he can't. Like there's this weird like, if you're like from this liberal perspective, you can't say that it looks better to be skinny. You know,
I mean, he wants to be skinny. He knows. I mean, and he's
but
honest
he can't
about
say.
that.
He says, "Oh, this is all about health." But it's like, but
I
also
don't know.
you think it.
I think I've forgotten that he wants to be hot.
I mean, or just like not as fat. But yeah. But also he's trimming up with some of that GLPs. GLP-1. So, you know, are you gonna hate him when he gets thin?
I tried to get it. My insurance said no.
You could get it.
My doctor, tried to do a whole joke about it, but my doctor's like, hey, guess what? You're fat and depressed.
If you
So-
go to row.com, I think it's $140 a month, which is pretty expensive.
Yeah, there's a lot of like spas that I could get like a knockoff from, you know?
But it's also whatever the definition is, knockoff versus
Apparently they
generic.
use the same formulas or whatever, but
yeah,
it's like different.
Zepbound.
Yeah,
like, there's
yeah. But
I think those are all fine.
Again, it's like the same thing with the Viagra. I don't want to start using these things because then I can't. It'll be I'll always be an excuse to not do it regularly or normal, quote unquote, whatever. It's like I have
you
lost
could do
weight.
it for free.
I could do it with more
Because
discipline.
literally that thing would just be making you want to eat less. It's not doing anything other than
And there's
that.
always a side effect. There's always a price. Even I was listening to some comics talk about it. It's that really fat guy who lost a bunch of weight and he's a bunch of sitcoms with like
the guy from
Mike and Molly.
yeah, or Bob Loves Abishola.
I don't know about that one, but yeah,
That's a real
he was
title.
on Pete Holmes' podcast and he was
Yeah.
talking about how since he got his lap band surgery, he has to go get vitamins like intravenously because he doesn't absorb them the way he needs. His
He's
body
kind of
would
like
have.
dying.
I mean, yeah, if he didn't have these things, he'd
body
be
isn't
more
working.
unhealthy. Yeah, and he was like, "That's just something they don't tell you when you do it."
He doesn't like look good. You
He
know?
doesn't look. I mean, he looks different.
He looks deflated.
Yeah, I mean him and. I mean, that's why you got to do it while you're young. You
Wait.
can't fucking live your whole life at a certain size and then not look deflated.
Or have to
Like you
get
popped a
muscle.
balloon.
You have to like fill the fat
Uh,
with muscle.
John Goodman also just looks deflated.
Yeah, but I also think he's one dude who doesn't get surgery, and then we like give him shit for looking old. I'm actually fine with Goodman.
Yeah, I think he gets a pass because he's so lovable. Like everybody loves him.
he's a good actor.
He's a great actor. He's got talent. We like him.
Underrated, John Goodman.
But he does look deflated. Yeah, he does not.
Yeah, he's
he
old
doesn't
as
look
shit though. How
Yes, he's old.
Goodman?
Sure, yeah. I don't know.
80. I'm gonna
But
say
again, I think there's
81.
that's another price you pay with if you are big your whole life. I have an uncle that has lost some
Yeah.
weight, most probably from depression. All of his family's dying at this point in our lives, but he just looks like diminished.
Yeah, It's hard. See, it's all that extra skin. John Goodman, I'm guessing 80.
73.
Pretty close.
Yeah, you're close.
He is. He's 7 years. Not too bad. He looks fine in all these pictures. But yeah, he's 73. That's really old. The average age of death is 76.
Yeah, I mean, he's probably increased his life. You know,
He looks fantastic.
You get old.
Look at that motherfucker.
You just get old, you know, and your skin doesn't get tight again.
And or you either look like that. That's what's unfair. Is like people give people shit for just aging, or people get pressured into face surgery and they look horrific. There's no winning.
Yeah, I just listened to Tim Allen on Club Random.
Oh yeah,
Who's that guy who does Club Random?
Bill Maher.
Bill Maher, yeah. And he goes, "You've aged as well as you could."
Yeah.
And he's like, "Wow, you've been like that's the kindest thing you could say, you know." But Tim
He
Allen
looks
has
fine.
aged well. Yes, he looks great.
Because he's certainly had work done, but it doesn't gross you out.
I think he's also just stayed skinny, you know. And everyone says Bill Maher looks good for his age. Bill Maher's like 70.
I'm interested. He's got like just notoriously huge penis. I'm like, how big we talking? You know, like I think he's got a
Interesting.
gigantic.
I know he's
dick.
very, you know, he's right, you know, he's right leaning or whatever. But
That's so hilarious that's
John
the
Stamos,
perspective on Bill Maher now.
he's more right than
who's the
center.
most lefty left you could ever let. I mean, it's so crazy. It's so like I would not.
Have you listened to his podcast?
I listened to it. I've listened to it for decades.
And you don't think he's a little more to the center than he is to the left, at least?
I just think it's just the
John
way
Stamos was interesting.
way things have changed, the perspective on him. But yeah, no, I think it's interesting. I don't think he's right leaning
I find his
at
podcast interesting, but again, he's just like another big celebrity who got into it because he can fucking make $1 million talking about underwear in his basement. That's why fucking Amy Poehler's doing it. She can make $1 million
because he's like, let's get high and drunk, and he thinks it's so that's such as novelty.
Yeah, I mean, it's not like what
like,
it used to be.
I'm like, shut up, fucking idiot!
It's not the
you know,
novelty it
it's
used to be
not
for
like,
sure, but
it's not like cool. It's fun for sure.
Call Her Daddy's still on the top top podcast.
Maybe I should
which is
listen
nice.
to Call Her Daddy. Maybe
I listened to a
that's-
couple of them, and they were just, I mean, most of them was ads, dude. To be honest, a lot of it was ads.
Do you think
The
that
Daily.
I need to go on Call Her Daddy? You need to go on the Reddit for all these things and figure out what's actually happening, because like you'll see a lot. What was so weird is like I still listen to Joe Rogan from time to time. Like
Yeah, I listen to the one with Bradley Cooper Day. But if I do, I'm listening to it on YouTube. I'm not
Yeah.
going to Apple to do it.
Well, I'm listening to a lot of the comedians and avoiding anything else because I just don't care. But like I remember the guys from Legion of Skanks were on there, and I thought it was really fun because they were trying so hard to keep it funny, and Joe Rogan's trying to pull it back into stupid politics stuff.
Yeah. Just bring the mic down a little bit. It's just covering your face a little much.
And I commented like, "Oh, it's so nice to see people being funny on this show." And the person commented, "That's so funny. I hear the exact opposite all the time." I think Joe Rogan's audience now is people who want the serious
him
talk.
to be, yeah.
I'm like, and I'm from the previous era where I'm like, I want the stupid talk.
Right.
I want the
yeah.
stupid comedian talk. But I
He's
think
just like Adam Carolla. I think he gets positive feedback from being as right leaning and as political as he is now.
Or
so that
that's
he
his
starts feeding into that.
that's also his genuine interest.
That's probably, yeah. Just
I don't think
probably
it's
more.
like too calculated.
It's a snake eating its own tail.
I-
You don't think it's calculated? That guy's been
No.
in media for fucking his whole life.
I just think he's doing what interests him, and what happens interests him is a lot of people politics now.
I think it's a snake eating its own tail with that.
What does that
Same
mean?
thing with Joe Rogan. It's a feedback loop. He wants to talk about right wing shit, and he's getting positive feedback for it. So he's continuing to do that. He's making fucking vlogs where he goes to the fucking burned down houses out on fucking Santa Monica and being like, "Look at this shit. They're not going to be able to build because blah blah blah.
Well,
Look at this."
he caught it. I think he was starting to get clicks with that.
I mean, I've
and-
watched all those vlogs because I do think they're interesting.
And also, he's not wrong.
Again, yes. Again, he's getting positive feedback,
there's-
and so he's pursuing that.
There's so many laws in place that just like get in the way of people doing stuff that's
Yeah,
like
I don't know. I don't
really
live in
shitty.
California, so I don't know.
But it's like that happens everywhere. Like if you see like the New York skyline, there's a ton of like really tall buildings, but they're like really thin. And it's like zoning laws is why that's happening. The only reason why New York doesn't look like Dubai is like stupid rules that are just making these have you seen those little pencil towers all over New York?
I mean, I've seen pictures of New York. I don't know about.
Look at it. Look at very narrow, tall buildings in New York. There's several. They're very tall, but because of weird zoning laws, it's just easier to build like this little pencil building instead of whatever.
There's also like safety things that have to go in there. Like fucking.
But that's wind
too many
resistance
rules. And fucking earthquake
Dubai
shit.
But it's just.
But
too
they
many
also
rules.
deal with different things.
They could look completely different if they didn't.
Sure, it could.
Have
I don't
to
know
deal
how
with all these
safe that
stupid
would be.
rules. I don't see anything falling over in Dubai.
Because they have different standards.
But you know what's crazy is how not this way I feel. I don't know. No, actually, I expressed that opinion in that first podcast where I'm like, you can't say certain things in the scene, and you assume I'm trying to say something like, oh, I can't say these like liberal values, and I go on to say like, no, it's actually more maybe right-leaning values that I think you can't express in the Denver comedy scene. And I think it's actually very true. Not that I'm like, have any like outrageous opinions, but.
Oh, you do?
Like what?
You hate dogs and.
Yes. I don't hate dogs,
No,
but I just don't like love dogs.
No,
You know what was so funny? I was at some comedy show and like someone's dog came up and all the other comics were going, oh, and I was just like sitting there very uncomfortable. And I just said to the table, I know what, can I express something I can't a lot of times? And I said, I really don't like dogs. I just don't like them. And then everyone was like, okay. And we had a good time. Everybody laughed. And then I realized that one of the comics had brought their dog to the show. And I was talking like half shit about dogs.
Yeah, but guess what? You host that show now, right?
No.
That was in a rotating tap show that you host?
But it was like someone else's
so
show.
it was a show you were hosting.
Yeah. But.
So you are the person in power there.
Absolutely not.
You are in the
was,
hierarchy of comedy. You were the manager there.
No, not at all.
Yes, you're a manager.
It was the guy,
and you're telling fucking the hostess you don't like dogs, and she brought her dog to work.
No, it was one of the comics, and I was just hosting a bar show.
But still, you are the person in power there. Yes, you are.
The guy it was the guy who runs Comic Sense in Boulder. I'm trying to get that guy to like me. So
You were hosting a show.
I was hosting a bar show.
Okay, which is still
your perspective of what like these rotating tap shows are. It's just like a bunch of bar shows that are linked together.
Still, you're the you're the boss of these shows.
This is ridiculous.
It's
You're not the
ridiculous. You're trying to play down your part because you're like,
I'm fumbling my
I
way
been
through
able
a
to
bar
fuck the hostess
show.
however I wanted.
It was another comic. It wasn't a hostess.
Yeah, but I mean, and if the analogy is that we're working at a restaurant and you're the fucking.
I have no power at these shows.
You are the host. You have all the power.
Nobody everyone leaves my shows because they're not a good hang. Like nobody wants to be there. I mean, like I'm not like uncomfortable, but
that doesn't make you not in charge
No,
because people don't want to hang out with you
No,
afterwards.
I'm not a good hang.
No one wants to hang out with their manager after work,
No one's
dude.
like, I can't wait to go to this Patrick Scott run show. He's got like no, they're like,
well, that's a different thing.
no, it's the same thing. I have no power.
Yes, you do. You could be like, you're not going up tonight.
The guy would then say, "Shut up,
You
pussy."
write
I'd be
their
like, "Oh."
schedules.
I'm not having no fucking
If
power.
a new comic
Don't
said
hit
"fuck
me.
you, pussy," you'd be like, you would get mad. You would not be like, okay, I guess you can
Depends
close.
on who they are.
Exactly.
But like physically, not like comedically. Like it's just like, frankly, some of these pussies, they could get it. You know what I'm talking about? Like I fucking knock some of these fucking Gen
No,
Zers
name
to the
names. I
floor.
don't know who the fuck you're talking about.
No, just there is like a very
Well, that's another thing. Is like I don't care to get to know or talk to most of these new comics the way I did before. You know, and that's another thing why the podcast is winding down. It's like, yeah, I just kept having the same
and you're just
people
not
on
around as much too. Like you're not like
Yeah, I want to spend time with
baked
my
into all
wife.
those stuff. Yeah,
well, yeah,
absolutely.
and I fucked myself on my work schedule, so it's like all these things are baked in.
It's funny how much they're not.
You notice that I'm not around as much.
What are you talking about? Like I'm not around at all.
You don't go to open mics.
Yes, I do.
I went to one last night. You weren't there.
Which one?
Fucking Monkey Barrel.
Monkey Barrel.
Oh my god! So you don't even know what one of the longest running mics
Monkey
since
Barrel's
COVID has
hard for
happened.
me to get to because it's so
it's
far
hard to
away.
What's one that's easy for you to get to, bud?
Rise is very easy.
Rise is further out than fucking.
But it's consistent. And then if I like hover around the list,
Monkey
I know.
Barrel has been going on way longer than Rise comedy.
But I don't know. It's all the same to me at that. Like they've been
Because
around
you
for a
know
long-
the host at fucking
Literally, I
Rise.
was going to a voodoo comedy thing 10 years ago.
Yeah, but now it's no longer Voodoo. It's Rise now.
Yeah, but they're all very nice. I take my time there. I went to.
You mean the hosts? They're nice to you? What do you mean they're very nice?
They just
Who's they?
the ownership and
Okay,
like
the people who know that you host shows.
No, they don't. They're, you know what? If anything, if I could like, why they like me is because I show up, I behave, and I'm funny. So that's why
And
they
it has
like
nothing
me.
to do that you host shows and you pick
No,
people
dude.
that could, you know.
No, these are people who own the
You're
Rise
so
comedy.
I know, bro. Look at you.
No, that's the lady who runs Rise. Well, she doesn't care what I do outside there has
You
no
don't think
value.
she knows that you run shows or you host
I don't
shows
run
around
shows.
town?
I book two
You
shows.
host. Yes, you book and host. That's basically running a show.
Though that is my goal this year. I need to run something near my house, like a weekly thing. Then that'll be good.
Yeah, then you'll get up at more mics.
I don't go. But you know why I don't go to Mike's? Because they all are at like 6 p.m. Like,
Okay.
where's a 9 o'clock one? Or like they all
Lines
suck.
Layer.
I think I'm gonna start going to.
Lines Layer's the only late night mic anymore.
But then
And
you
I
go and
I
it's
don't-
not worth your time.
Yeah, exactly. Yes. Yes.
I go to Rise because people show up actually at Rise. Like you actually get to test jokes, and you know they have walk-ins, and then you generally have a good crowd. I go to Rise a lot.
That's sounds like the only mic you go to.
I was going to Thick Skin a lot.
Not a mic.
I know, but basically it's fucking.
It's not a mic, bro.
But there's literally nothing on Thursday and Friday or Saturday.
Monkey Barrel is on Thursday.
That was on.
It was yesterday, which is Thursday, bro. How do I know? Because I go to fucking mics. Mutiny is on Wednesdays.
Oh, you know what's the one that I went to that I regretted and I will never go back is the fucking Irish Rover. I was like, okay, I went to like
That's not even happening anymore.
is it done now? Oh wait, no,
You
Irish
were talking
Rover.
about
No,
Scruffy Murphys.
Scruffy Murphys.
Yeah. I gave up on that one a long time ago.
I went there after I was like, okay, I'm gonna go to
It's a
New
late
Talent
night on Tuesday. Yeah.
and then they were gonna have it out back, and then there was like a loud sound coming from the alley, so they moved it in, and there was nothing but comics, and nobody was listening, and it was a complete waste of time, and so I never want to do that. But what is there that is not? I used to go to Los Locales. that
Yeah,
taco
something like that on
place.
Tuesdays. Yes.
I used to go to that quite a
It's
bit.
another Pallet City mic, just
I like that
Monkey
one.
Barrel.
Rise and Los Kellys would be the ones I would go to.
So you go to Tuesday, Wednesday mics.
Yeah. And those were,
I would try to hit up those tacos when I could before I got this terrible schedule.
I think those were the two that it would,
I should stop working.
or just like, why would you ever do, if you're trying to do comedy, why would you ever do anything that keeps you busy in the nights?
Because I burned the candle on both ends and I wasn't sleeping at all. And I had a
But
terrible.
also burn the candle at both ends. I could literally go to one of these mics and just leave after you're done. And you're, if you get there early enough to get high up on the list, then you could leave early. It's really not that big of a time commitment.
What time are you getting off work?
Oh, I mean, if you were choosing your schedule, you can make this
I
work.
don't get to choose my schedule. I mean, as much
Yes,
in the
you could
sense
quit
that.
your job and find any schedule that you want.
Yeah, okay. Yeah.
Yeah, but I
What
can't.
time do you get off work? Patrick?
What are you talking about?
What time do you get off work?
I get off of work at 4,
And you work at home, right?
and then I make.
And what time do you start work?
Why?
Because you're making it sound like, oh, I should just choose to do this thing
No, but
and
you're.
get up at the mic
But
right
also,
away.
what you're
No, but tell me, what time do you start work?
okay. If you want to know my complete
Yes, I do want to
schedule,
know your complete schedule.
I wake
well,
up.
no,
at,
I just want to know your work schedule. I don't know
No, no,
what
no,
time you
no,
fucking
no.
feed your kids.
No.
I don't
This
give a
is-
shit what
it's
time you feed your kids.
No, it's important because
No,
those
it
are
is
also
not.
those are also unmovable responsibilities.
No, tell me what time you get off work.
I wake up at 5 a.m.
Okay.
to play a little Rocket League before my wash dishes and play a little Rocket League before my family wakes up.
Okay.
6:30, I make breakfast for my.
What time do you go to work?
I don't know what you're
What time
trying.
do you clock in?
I don't clock in at all. No one's tracking my time. I just do. I have what I need to get done.
Oh, wow.
It needs to get done.
Congratulations.
Yeah,
you got
dude.
a real
That's how-
nice schedule there.
Listen, JD, you have more free time than I do.
No, I do not.
Yes, you do.
I have to go to
you-
work. I have to be at a place at 1:18 to clock in.
But
And
that's
then
you choosing
I'm-
a job that's not
Oh,
flexible
me
with your.
choosing a job.
Yes,
okay.
you can go to any job you
No,
want.
I can't. I couldn't get hired at your job.
No, but you could.
How could I get hired at your job, Patrick? Tell me. What would I have to do?
But look, you're driving a bus.
What
you
else
could drive
could I
a
do?
bus.
What should I be doing? I should work from home that doesn't clock my hours?
There's plenty of comics who have jobs that allow them to do mics. Morning stuff.
Yeah, young kids.
You could do
It
that
didn't
too.
fit. I could.
You
I
do
could.
that too.
I'm trying to figure it out right now. You know?
What a weird tone. Like,
Because it's so ridiculous that you're like, oh, you could do better. You could be picking a job that chooses your hours. And Mr. I fucking don't clock in. Nobody's telling me what to do
I
all
don't
day.
clock in. I generally am there at a certain
I
time.
can't believe.
I generally
And
leave
you
at a
work from
certain
home.
time. Nobody's following
This
me
is
at any
such a-
point.
Yeah, this is such a fucking bullshit.
What are you talking about? It's so much harder for me to go to a mic.
Is it harder for you?
Yes.
Because nobody's watching you?
I
You
literally,
could go to a
No.
mic at any time and no one would check in to see where you at?
You're
I'm
talking.
physically in Aurora picking somebody up at 6 o'clock when Los Tacos mic starts.
But you tell me you can't be the guy who makes the donuts at the donut shop.
Oh, I should get a donut, this imaginary donut job you've been talking about
Yes.
for the last 10
A
years.
job that exists that takes place.
Exists that you
when
don't
comedy
have, you've
isn't.
never done, and will never do.
Dude, do
because
not
you
say that.
couldn't-
Don't you fucking say that I'll never get that donut job, you piece of shit.
You're not gonna fucking get up at 3 o'clock in the morning.
I would love
to
that job.
Get to you, yeah, in your imagination, you love that job.
That's a great job.
You are
Not money
being
wise.
so
It's not a great
condescending
job.
right now.
Not
yeah,
money
this
wise.
is the highest paying job I've ever had. So
Well, good
what
for
should
you.
I have fucking bills I have to pay? I can't not just do a shittier
Well-
job because I need the money.
Okay.
I have all this college debt.
Okay.
I should just stop paying my loans to
getting-
go
I
to
was getting-
fucking Los Tacos.
I was getting a lot of ads about virtual open mics. I don't know what the fuck that was in my
I don't know what
algorithm
that is
for.
either.
But hit that up, dude. I don't know.
Yeah, I should go to a virtual.
But also,
mic.
it's like, I don't know. Do you need to go to an open mic? I guess you do. If you're trying to write new stuff. No, but literally, if you're going to a mic
but
where
that's
there's
how you like people remember you. You know, you got to get
no, but if I'm
be
talking about
seen by
generating
people.
material, if you're, I always wonder about this. How much could I get done doing my bits into a mirror versus doing them to a bar that's not listening?
I think at this point you could do better by or do just as well by
Doing it in the mirror.
Yeah.
And figuring out and like talking to myself.
yeah. But I like the feedback. I want the response from an audience. You know, it is what it is.
I wish you'd pull up the fucking the 5280 comedy page.
Mhm.
There ain't fucking shit, dude. It's so hard to get out anywhere. There was literally, and then go to the Wayback Machine and look at 5280 comedy circa whenever this fucking was recorded. There was way more shows.
Well, I can't do that, but
You could totally go to the Wayback Machine. Go
What?
to Google the
I'm not
Wayback
gonna
Machine.
Google the way. I don't know what the fuck that is.
That
I
is
don't
just
want to
shows
download
you-
anything on my phone.
No. It just shows you the archived files from websites so you could see what they look like in the past. You don't have to download anything.
Okay, Mondays or Sundays, there's ORMB's doing a mic somewhere. Although I tried to go to that one and it looked sketchy, so I,
I
didn't
went
go
to it
in.
and it is scary.
I didn't want to go in, so
But
I
then it
left.
was also old vibes where it's like, I don't know how
Showcase
well.
of the Mondays. Is this still happening?
I feel like that's old.
Yeah,
Because
I
those
don't
are
think
the
that's
same
still on.
show.
But yeah, because he moved it to Sundays because the
What
Monday one
happened?
ended. I don't know.
They
what
go like,
happened.
hey, listen, we can't have all these assholes being here.
Colorado Springs, there's one.
I'm not going to Colorado Springs.
Yeah, me either.
So check off. That's what I also don't
So
like about
should
the
I
site.
only
Like,
put
I don't
in
know all
Denver?
these little cities in Denver. It should just be Denver, Boulder, Fort Collins, and Southern Colorado.
Not going to fucking Fort Collins. I'm not going to Greeley. Broomfield's the farthest I'd go. Probably not even then. One in Denver on Thursdays.
Is
Do
this
the
new,
Cracks
right?
open mic. I don't know. It's hard. I mean, because
Skippies.
one person.
What? That's near my. I could probably do
Skippy's
this.
Bar and Grill on Iliff. Showtime at 9:45. Doors at 8:30.
You know what I've been playing around with, but I would never do is hosting an open mic. It's like, okay, I could have this like weekly thing and it would be part of my thing, but it's like, it's such a shitty gig.
Yeah, everyone would fucking hate you.
I'd have to have some rules where like I would announce everybody through a god mic, and I would just be that I go down list order or bucket.
That's basically what River North Mike ended up being. River Mike. Jeff Stonick did it a couple of years ago. He had a god mic and he just sat in the back.
Make it easy.
Or wherever he was, he would just say the next person on the list.
Why isn't that? Because literally the up and down of the host, the up and down the host is all wasted time. Like literally the god mics.
Well, most our places don't have wireless mics.
Do a shotgun
into
mic.
their system.
Like literally, I'll do a open mic that's a shotgun mic where the next comic introduces the next comic.
You could. First Rodeo, that's on Thursdays. That's in Westminster. Starts at 6 p.m.
Oh, dude, I went to that
Silly
Creative.
Goose Mike. It's in Longmont.
That's not, that one shouldn't count.
On Sundays. Interesting. Boulder. The fuck is
This
that?
ain't good pod.
You told me to look it up.
I thought it would be more energetic. And frankly, some of these things I think are brand new that I have never seen before in my life. I feel like this.
Fast Mike Denver.
Like,
It's
what the
at
fuck
8
is that even
o'clock.
about?
I don't know. Yeah.
What I should do is what was always fun is just like hit up music
Taco Tuesdays.
open mics and just do the shit there.
Dulce Vita open mic.
Because you're like different and you get the time and you could leave without having to worry about people like.
Mutiny open mic. That's been going for at least a year.
And it's at 6 p.m. 5:30
Sign up. Yeah, 6.
Are
6
you?
o'clock. You would have liked that before you had fucking kids.
Yeah, exactly.
That you had to feed at 5:30 or whatever in removable feeding time they had.
Yeah.
Women's mic first Sundays. Social club. Junkyard Social Club.
Am I getting like shadow banned? Like I don't see half of these fucking things. Like they're trying to get me out of here.
Yeah, fucking they're still doing the mic over at fucking Inglewood. South Broadway. Western Sky Bar and Tap Room.
See, 5:30. Why so early?
Because he wants to get it done too.
That's dinner time, dude. I'd be sitting down with my children.
You're like, hurry up and eat, kids. Dad's gotta get.
You know how heartbreaking it is to like my daughter, Dad, don't leave, Dad, don't leave. And you're like, listen, I gotta go to River North and tell JD about my dick.
Pallet City Thursdays. That's probably one of the longest running ones now. Racines, that's not even open anymore. I think they closed.
Yeah, that's what also like looking at these things is such landmines where it's like they're so. You know what's crazy? I literally made that poster for Scruffy Murphy's. That's how.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Crazy.
Back when Ben
Who was
Bryant
hosting it?
and
Yeah.
Alan Bromwell were hosting
I
it.
was gonna say, who was hosting it at that time? It's
That's
gone through
actually
a lot
the
of
first-
hands. A lot of hands.
That was the first comedy I ever did was at Scruffy Murphy's.
Mine was El Chorito. Rest in peace.
Isn't
Timmy
it crazy how
Lasley.
long that building's been empty? It's like there's no one who can make money. I think they're going to tear it down now.
Probably. But yeah, man. Well, I appreciate you coming on. I appreciate you being my buddy, and that we were able to make so many fun pods together and build a relationship after.
How many more last pods do you have?
Well, I was hoping this is the first one I'm recording in the new year of the farewell tour at this point.
Yeah.
But I wanted to just do like little like half-hour segments with a bunch of people, a couple people that I'm going to cut down and just put out as one podcast. But this one went kind of long. I don't know. It's kind of good. Maybe I'll
Same
just end
like
up
the
doing
first one we did. That's like literally what you said in the intro was like, this one went a little bit long or something, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah, I guess I'm always trying to keep it tight.
Nah, but we like to ramble.
Yeah, I know. And that's the fun of the podcast
That's
that I
why
like.
you need to
That's-
tune in if you like Left Hand, Right Brain. Look out for...
If you like the me and Patrick specific ones. Because there are a
Catching-
lot of ones that weren't like this, Patrick.
Catching Up.
You know, I talked to a lot of classy people. I talked to former musicians in popular bands.
You talked to that Tom DeLonge.
Talked to Neela Pakarek from the Lumineers. I've talked to, Eric Riley of In the Whale, formerly. I talked to a lot of people.
What an interesting.
I know it's been an interesting journey.
What's like a mourning process for you when you like?
Yeah, I want to pay it its due. I wanted to, let it. This is an actual notebook stuff of me trying to figure out what I wanted the pod to be called, and stuff like that. Like what I wanted it to be back in 4/23 of 14 is what this says.
14, and then
This is after JDJO ended, and I was like, what am I going to call it? Real people, real feelings. That's it. That's all I'm interested in from here on out. Good people looking to have a good time. And I think I made that into interesting people
So not
doing
good
interesting
people.
things. Yeah. Connection, looking to connect with real people or something real. Something real with JD Lopez was an idea I had for a name. Likes Corduroy used to be my old Instagram tag. So I thought Corduroy Podcast.
You could have done do me something real. Bow, bow. Welcome. This is Something Real with JD Lopez.
Art is a lie that helps us see the truth. That was
that
something.
The fucking name of this podcast?
That was a tagline I thought for it. I want it to be classier than
Why
what
are you
it.
so artsy?
Dude, I want it to be fucking art, dude. I'm fucking artsy, bro. I'm in the search for truth. That's another clip I thought we could play here. Let me find
The
it.
search for truth.
Yeah, I'm on the search for truth here.
I want to play with your Barbasol thing so bad.
Yeah, I think the equalizer here, a thing that I'm trying to get to is honesty and like truthfulness and like, understanding. As long as I'm coming from those places, I'm not being wrong, or like there's no reason to be ashamed about it. There's no reason to be feel less than or anything like that, because it's like I'm just speaking my truth. And yeah, the work of the comedian is to make it funny for sure.
But then there's also
And I think I'm really feeling. Well, because I always bumped into like, I want to be interesting on stage. I want to be truthful. I want to, and everything is sacrificed to the joke on stage. Like everything just has to be funny.
Yeah.
So I, compromised a lot of things in sacrifice of the joke, to the joke. I was sacrificed into the comedy gods,
Okay.
And I don't know if that's.
You
I
do
wonder
a
if I've been
show now.
If I've been fucking trying to swim upstream this whole time,
Ah.
I mean, I don't know. I heard someone talking about Adam Caton Holland, his last set, and he did like a whole like fucking TED talk about the 90s, nostalgia for the 90s. Like, I don't know if like you can do it differently.
Yeah, he's doing like way more like, what is it?
I mean, he had a one-man show all about his sister killing herself and stuff, and he wrote a book. I mean, Sam Talent wrote a book that's about stand-up comedy, but it's, deeper.
Yeah.
There are other mediums, there are other things, there are other ways to express myself that aren't just comedy.
Totally.
And I think I need to let go of this desperate need for laughter, because that's how I, thought was the way for acceptance.
Sure. Well, good luck on that.
Thanks.
But that was amazing how well you reinstated your mission statement in that clip. I was like, oh, well, you're very aware of what you were trying to make.
Yeah.
Which is,
and I let that go to fucking do dick and
to
fart
fucking
jokes.
do goss, hot goss.
Yeah, dude. I mean, it's seductive. It's seductive.
I enjoyed the when you ever would do the Young Guns or whatever you would call it, like with the one with like Grayson and like
Grayson and Roger
and
Hack,
Allison,
and I think Andreas and Allison Rose were on those.
That one I remember seeing I could like the cover
I
art.
have the picture right there. Yeah.
Yeah, as I thought those were particularly interesting because all those people are so, I don't know, they're older now, or like Roger and Grayson.
Two people aren't even doing I mean, is Allison Rose still doing comedy in New York?
She came to do High Plains and was doing shows after that, so I'm not sure how active she is, but she was doing, and she did one of the Rotating Tap shows, and she was funny, so I bet you she's doing it.
Yeah, I'm sure she's still.
But like Roger, it was funny how like I think Grayson disappeared after some like serious relationship, and like maybe Roger the same way.
Yeah, I mean, you find something. I don't know. It's hard. That's what's hard for me is like letting this thing go and being like, it's okay to
let it die,
or just leave it, put it down in a way.
Yeah, it's like a dog you need to be put down.
Well, see, that's the hard thing is like comics are like, oh, you're killing it, or it's like it's dead, or you didn't succeed, or something. And I guess that's the connotation I associate with like killing it,
Yeah.
but like putting it down or like, ending it in a way that's like graceful. Then, I guess that's, one of the questions I always ask is like, is it better to burn out or fade away? And I think there's some grace and dignity in fading away versus burning out.
I guess so. But also, like,
You like the rock star mentality of burning out. You're like,
Well, no, like-
they fucking OD'd on heroin.
Quentin Tarantino's going to stop making movies because he's like, no one
Who
makes
knows?
a
We
good
see it.
no one makes a good movie after whatever age, 60 something or
And
whatever.
he's already past that age.
But also, then who gives a shit? Like fucking Martin Scorsese's still making movies, and Woody Allen's still making movies, and these dudes, even if they're not good or people are watching them, they're still doing it. Why would you just not do what you want to do?
Well, yeah, I'm trying to figure out what I want to do versus, the podcast, I guess, isn't exactly what I want to do anymore. I'm not having
you
as much
changed. It's
fun.
been 10 years.
Yeah, over 10 years since I started.
When did you start?
Well, I started this podcast in 2014.
And then what was the
JDJ
other?
was in 2013.
What was that title about? JD.
Well, because I'm JD and my friend Joanna and I did it together. So, but she goes by Joe.
Okay.
So JDJO. A lot of people thought it was JD Jerks Off. So
now that could get some fucking clicks. Maybe that's your calling. Fucking sex work.
I don't think my wife would like it.
We talked to her about it. Maybe she would.
Well,
like
and I don't think I'd be able to perform when it came down to it in sex
Okay.
work. So no, I don't think that's.
Well,
the
it doesn't
calling.
have to be sex. You could be like a professional cuddler
That would be
or
nice. I do like
listener.
cuddling. I think
There's
that'd
a
be
lot-
harder for my wife to be like, I'm gonna cuddle with somebody else.
That'd be nice. I don't get a
You
lot. I don't
want,
get.
you want me to come over and cuddle with you?
No, that disgusts
So is
me.
that not? You just said it would be nice, and then you go, that
No.
disgusts me.
Yeah.
I thought of cuddling with me disgusts you.
Yeah, particularly my
But what would be nice when you were thinking? What would be nice about?
being
cuddling.
a professional cuddler.
Okay, so you would be cuddling with hot ladies, is what you
No.
see in your mind.
I find my male friends disgusting in like a way that I'm just like, never.
You wouldn't let me hug you.
It'd be fine.
It'd be more for me than it was for you. You'd be like, I let him do this.
I prefer like a awkward leaving without any sort of hug or anything. I'm not against it, but no, I would not.
Pursue a hug with me.
Like whenever I think about my friends having sex, I'm also very disgusted.
Well, I mean, it's a extreme thing to be thinking about with your friends.
But you do it. It happens here. Might even happen in this room
I
before.
wouldn't have thought of you
had
having
sex in this
until
room
you
before.
No, I don't think we have.
Oh, boring.
We've always okay, whatever. I don't think I've always had sex in a bed. I've never not had sex in a bed.
That's funny. I mean, it's kind of normal. I don't know if I've only had
Oh, but you called me boring.
I've only had sex in a bed and on the floor next to a bed.
Okay.
And that was just because actually my son was conceived on the floor
Whoa.
because my wife was ovulating and she didn't want any sound to happen. So we had to have sex on the floor.
Sound?
Yeah, because the bed creaks.
Because that would knock her egg out or
Listen,
something.
No, because her friend, we were in a tiny apartment. It's like if,
Your son wasn't conceived in your home?
no, we were in an apartment.
Oh, okay, you're in that shitty apartment with the shitty bed you're talking about.
We actually, we were in that Wash Park apartment that I was probably talking about that I love, which was great, was in the basement. Then we moved to the third floor at some point, and
Yeah, I
that's
remember-
where we
I
conceived
remember seeing you on the third floor. I remember going to that.
the child. Well, literally, it's like if someone was on the other side of that wall sleeping, we were on the floor having sex.
Because you don't want to wake up this other person on the other side of the wall?
or let them, my
You were
wife's-
being very considerate to your neighbors.
My wife is they were in the house. They were a guest of our
They
house.
were. Why were they in your house?
Because she was in town for like a conference or something, but it was like an ovulation thing. It's like, hey, listen, your conference happened to overlap with our ovulation. And so my wife was like, we'll just have sex on the floor. And that's when my son was conceived. So maybe there was something to the floor. I'm not sure.
You know what session it was?
Yeah, because you're paying so close attention to each ovulation and, doing pregnancy tests and stuff, then yeah, when you're like desperately trying to get someone pregnant, you could probably pick out
Desperately.
when
Yeah, which
you
is the
fucking-
opposite of most people's experience.
I know so many people that are in that
Of desperately
phase
trying to get
where
someone pregnant.
where they're like going to doctors and getting shots and doing stuff like, but that's just my age range. And so many of my friends would love to accidentally get pregnant right now. Was that you knocking?
Yeah.
Okay, I was like scared. It was like a murderer.
Yeah, what's this fixation with you worried about getting home
Don't
invaded?
you worry about that?
No. I mean, if my dog is barking at something in the backyard, I might be like, oh, what is that? But I don't think someone's coming in to murder me.
Like I can't sleep when my wife's out of town. Like sometimes I'll sleep in my house. Like my kids and wife will be out of town, and I can't sleep because I'm like, why? I'm not going to close my eyes because that's when someone could murder me.
I'm not going to close my eyes.
It's so hard to sleep. I'm so scared to sleep without anybody else because then I feel like I'm just
you have
open.
children, so you never will.
No, but like sometimes I sleep in my house by myself because my wife and kids are somewhere else. It's happened before. It's
Like they get mad at you and leave?
no, they're
How
like
violent and
they went down to
drunk
Pueblo
you get.
early for Christmas and I had a show, so I stayed up and I followed them later, but I got one night alone in the house and I thought it'd be fun and it was a little fun. But then
but also scary.
But then with bedtime, there's
That's
nobody
a
else
bit.
there.
That's
It's scary.
This is your bit right here.
Well, my bit was that
it was fun. It was a little fun, but then it was also scary.
my bit,
I don't
the
know.
bit that I was actually
like
writing about it was
Woody Allen Seinfeld right there.
So the idea would be like, I love my family, but I love when they're gone, I get the house alone to myself. And it's like the first part of Home Alone, but with more weed. Because that's like kind of what I'm doing. I'm just like playing video games
God, now I
and,
want ice cream.
and eating an ice cream. But then it gets
for the
kind of
listener,
sad.
We both had a drink, but when we started the pod, and I'm feeling it now
Good.
because
Yeah,
I
me
don't drink
too.
very often. But
Just in time. 10 o'clock? Is it 10 o'clock?
10:05, baby.
Motherfucker.
What? You gotta get home.
No, I'm just like, I wanted to go to the gym too. My plan was like, I'm going to go home and hang out with Marie for a little bit, then go gymming.
What time do you go to the gym?
I love going late because nobody's
Okay, which
there.
is what time?
10:30. Don't worry, it's not a big deal.
I'm not worried, but
I thought you were worried about my health.
and
Actually, it's been
your
a little
schedule
busy
is so crazy. So you go to the gym.
because that's when I have time,
Yes,
motherfucker.
okay, yeah. But then you go to get home and go to bed at what time?
So when I've been having to go at like maybe hopefully 11 to midnight, somewhere in that range, I'll go to bed and then I'll wake up
And
around
then you wake
5.
up at 5:30. You're only getting 5.5 hours of sleep.
Well, usually 11:30 more.
Yeah. How many times a week you go into the gym?
4, but like that's just been this week. Usually I'll get there earlier. I will usually get into bed 11 to 11:30 and then wake up at 5.
Which is only an hour more.
Yeah, dude, it's the fucking nature of the beast, baby. Because if I don't wake up at 5, then I have no time to myself, and I need that hour or so to even just clean dishes.
Why don't you do them before you go to bed?
Because I don't fucking time, dude. I do.
You make the time in the morning. You can't make it in the evening.
I have mics happen or like anything I want to do like
And
that
you gotta go to
happens.
your rise mic
Bedtime.
that you
work
perceive you
shit.
have no special treatment at because you host shows.
No,
They're just my friends. That's why they put me up early.
no, I literally
They
go.
like because I'm funny and I'm
No,
consistent.
I go to those mics specifically early to get up high on the list because I want to leave early.
What time's early?
So they dropped that list at Rise at 7:30. You have
How
to
does
get
that make
there.
you feel?
Shut up.
Yeah, do my
I'm
podcast.
tired. I'm glad this fucking show's dead. Now
All right, man. Well, I appreciate
it's gonna
you
live
coming.
on in
Perpetuity.
call waiting is what we're gonna call it. Our phone call cast.
Sure. I would love to call you once a week and talk to you, but
Yeah, we just have a time. Like we
but
can
we're
literally.
not. We can't. I mean, the only way for something to get popular these days is to make clips and put them out.
I'm gonna fucking. That's not gonna.
I
get
would love for
popular.
you to make something successful that we're doing.
Spite popularity. I can't promise popularity,
But I can promise I will do something for a couple
but I
days.
can promise it'll be good and fun.
No, you can't promise that. Those are the two things you can't promise.
Well, you don't like talking to me on the phone?
I do, but I mean, I don't know how good it'll be or
I
fun
think
for
it's fun.
the listener. Yeah, it'll be good and fun for us. Yes.
And like, that's also since we do have podcast talks all the time on these things,
Mhm.
I think the worst thing that's happening is gang taping podcasts because they have no relevancy to what's happening in the world, and it makes it less good.
Gang taping is the wrong phrase, bro.
Gang taping.
No.
That's what they would call it.
No, they would not.
Gang taping.
They're not calling it gang taping. They're
Google-
calling it batching. They might
Whatever
big
the-
batch. You know, they
That
might...
sounds more sexual than gang taping.
No, it
Batching.
No, it does not.
Anyway, pre-recording a bunch of podcast
Yes,
episodes is
A lot
not
of
as
podcasts
good.
do that these
It's
days.
not,
Tuesdays with Stories did that recently, and I've been like, oh yeah, this is not good.
and it,
I think I'm going to fall off on those because we went to Mark Norman's show, and then he went to Dubai, or not Dubai, Saudi Arabia.
Yeah, get over it.
And I've been like less into him.
That's fine. The
In his fucking New York house, and he's got a fucking live-in nanny.
but you got to be able to talk. It just makes podcasting easier when you can talk about relevant weekly stuff, and if
Yeah,
you're not
yeah.
doing it, then that stuff just fades away and becomes more generic. So that's my takeaway from 14 years of left hand, right brain. Which is also, if you do something else, actually, Hold On to Your Butts is probably the best title if you've ever named anything.
And that was Paul mostly.
Yeah. You have a good penchant for titles that are hard to remember.
Los Chupacabras is great.
Yeah, it's probably the best one.
Well, thank you.
But
And
left
that's fine,
hand,
'cause
right
the-
brain,
'cause the
and
one I'm go-
video killed the
Comedy saved the video star. Jesus
exactly.
Christ.
It's the hardest thing to
But
remember.
it says exactly what it is. You just
but
don't
it's
care
hard
enough to know it.
remember. You got
The
it.
video show is what you call
Left
it.
hand, right brain.
Comedy
hard
videos.
to remember.
I mean,
Hard to
I
left.
don't- yeah,
Too
sorry.
many words.
4.
Too many words. Bad podcast
Hold
name.
on to your butts is 5.
But it's a phrase. It's like it's an exciting phrase.
People say left hand, right brain is the phrase.
Do you think the Broncos are going to
Hey,
win
I'm
the
left-hand,
Super
right
Bowl?
brain,
Do you
left-hand,
care
right
about?
brain.
You don't care about the football
I
at
got
all.
the ring on. Yeah, they're gonna win. Obviously, okay.
On your pinky? You had a
Yeah,
pinky ring?
I'm so fat right now. It only fits on my pinky.
That's crazy. That's a bit. Hey, is that a pinky ring? No, used to be a normal ring, but now I'm so fat.
That makes it a pinky ring at this point. Yeah, I went up last night. I was like, they say follow your dreams, and my dream was to make my own ice cream, and I've been doing that for last year, and I've gained 30 pounds. And this is the body of a man who's following his dreams. Most people are into it when it's like something positive, something that gets you in a better shape. But
Follow your dreams. I have a lot of wet dreams. I don't know.
all my dreams involve me having sex with someone who's not my wife.
Do you have any sex? Do you have sex dreams?
Yeah, from
I
time
don't
to
have
time.
Any.
I think I watch too much porn before I go to bed. So,
That's a crazy time to watch porn.
what do you mean? When else are we gonna watch jerk off to go to bed?
No, I don't
Do you watch
that.
porn, jerk off, go to bed?
I do it in the middle of the day.
Yeah, because you don't have to clock into work, and you just
I'm in my
it's
own
all
house.
vibes there. It's in your house. Yeah.
Yeah, that CNN guy who's like jacked off on like a call or something. You remember him?
Yes.
Tuber? What was his
I don't
name?
remember him, but I remember
Tubing?
the situation.
Yeah, well, what a guy. It's like drunk driving. We all do it, but we're all judgmental when someone gets caught. You know
It's
what
like
I'm
I'm
talking
better
about?
at Zooms when I got a Hummer on.
Sometimes I'm like,
That's when my best business ideas happen, when I got a fucking
when I go jack off, I restart my phone just to make sure like there's nothing going on.
when I give myself blue balls.
I did get an email where I was like, hey, we got recordings of you masturbating. I was like, all right. I bet you don't.
You got a call?
You never got that email? I'm sorry, I probably said call, but
Yeah.
email.
No, I haven't gotten an email because I always make sure my phone is like in private and like my camera can't really see me.
Just below your ball sack. That's JD's ball seam. If I
I'm
know
always,
it
I'm
anywhere.
always like off to the side watching porn.
Yeah, you're like looking sideways.
Yeah, dude. If I ever saw a couple fucking right off in my periphery, I'd get so hard.
My friend has one of those screens on his phone where you can't see it from angles. And I'm
Uh-huh.
like, that makes me suspicious.
Private. Yeah,
of
he's
you.
up to some shit.
But I need that, dude.
Dude, some comics need it. Like I went to my mic last night and I saw Evan Johnson. I was like, he could be benefited from, and he's scrolling on Instagram,
Uh-huh.
with me right next to him. Like, he could probably benefit from having a privacy screen
I might get one.
at ad mics.
Me and him have such a good, we like the same horny shit.
Yeah. Any porn star I see a picture of, Evan's already liked it.
He's so horny.
Yeah.
Maybe he's got a girlfriend
Yeah, I
now. Maybe
love
he's
it.
less horny.
Probably not.
More horny.
Good for him.
That's what we'll name our next podcast. More horny.
Well, let's listen to this last episode here, or thing here.
You're doing good.
I don't know how people go to open mics all the time and hate it. Like, there's people who fucking hate it. Like, well,
I go back and forth.
Well, I do too.
I still do.
But then when I leave, I'm glad I
I
was
know.
there, and like I
Nothing's
genuinely
changed.
like when people are funny there and shit. So like, I don't know, man. I like mics. I think I've seen a lot of funny shit there, and
Great
I don't know
movie,
how
like
people do
Mike.
it when they hate it. Like, go do something you don't hate. Yeah, I thought I mixed that
All
up.
right, that's a good note to end on.
Also
Go do
live
something
by
you don't
that.
hate, everybody.
Yeah,
I
Just
don't
let
go
just
to
get a
mics
guest sign
as
us off
much.
however they want. So unless
Man.
that was it, go do
yeah,
something.
go
you don't-
yeah. That's
Because
fine.
some of them are
Go do
useless.
something you don't hate.
You're right. Some of them are. They're not worth it. I mean, that's why I stopped going to a lot of mics. If don't go to your mic and you're wondering, it's probably because I don't think it's worth it.
And you're not, I mean,
Just go do something you don't hate. I think it's a good note to end on. I think that's the best,
go Broncos. If you take nothing else from this podcast,
which
go
we talked about.
Broncos.
Nothing.
go Broncos.
They're,
Oh.
just for us 10 years from now when we re-listen to this, it's
When we're at
The
JD's
Broncos-
funeral and this is playing on loop over a speaker and we're all crying.
it's nice to know you'd be crying at my funeral.
We're crying because the Broncos didn't win in
Oh, God.
2005.
Yeah, they're in the
2025.
playoffs right now, so hopefully they win. All right, go Broncos and
But we'll
go
continue.
do something you don't hate.
If you like these episodes, check out Phone Calls with JD and Patrick.
Or audio books. This is
Wait.
the audio book review podcast.
Audi YOLO. No, YOLO's over.
Audio books.
This is your thing.
It's going to be the audio books review
What about
podcast I'm doing with my wife.
Yo MT? No. I was thinking about something like
thanks for
MTV Raps.
Nothing right there.
Whoa.
He's got two ideas you gave up on immediately.
It's 10 o'clock. I got to go to the gym. I'm going to go. I'm like
You
overdue
get your
to
alpha
go.
brain.
I need to go drive into a tree.
And hold on to your butts. It's franchises that have lost their way.
Oh, so now it's
podcast.
evolved?
Yeah, because now we just finished all the Indiana Jones pods. Thanks for keeping up with what I do, Patrick.
Can you do like
You
special?
know, I listen to every episode of
was good
An
stuff.
Excuse to Hang
That
Out,
was a good stuff.
and you haven't seen one clip from a.
What were your thoughts
hold
on
on to your
Excuse
butts.
to Hang Out? Do you think it was a good use
No,
of your time?
friends were. Yeah, they said the R word a lot. Oh yeah, did you notice in this podcast I said the N word? I said the N word in this podcast we did.
Like a hard R?
No, not a hard R, but
I did not hear the N word.
Yeah, I got because I just talked to Dick Black and I had this whole bit where he was like, "Hey man, you're my N word," and I was like, but I would say the N word on stage. I'd be like, "Oh, I got some black friends. This guy just said, oh, you're my N word," and I was like, but I'd say the N word and then I'd let the silence go on. I'd be like, "I know that's bigger than someone saying I love you," and I was like, I didn't know what to say back, so I said, "Man, you were mine," and he beat me up after that. I don't know. Yeah, I didn't have a good closer, but I tried saying the N word. I got shamed out of it, and I can't believe I said it on a podcast.
Did someone talk to you about it?
Yes, Corey Healy came up to me and was like, "Oh, why don't you just do the hard R?" I mean, we said it all in this podcast too, but
He told you to do the hard R?
yeah, he's like, "Why don't you just say the hard R if
I
you want
think
to
he
say it?
was
Why don't
putting
you
you
just
into some sort of trap, or he was offended by what you were done.
He did it. He came up to me after my set. Like he didn't say it. Like he might have said it on the mic.
Was this a mutiny?
Yeah,
Okay.
because he used to host the Mutiny Open Mic.
Man, Mutiny Open Mic was a nice, fun
I
time.
loved it. Yeah, it was
was
such
the
a
best.
good that vibe.
And people would walk by
Yeah, it was up
and
front by
hang
the
out.
window. Yeah, it was great. I have a
and like
video
discover it.
of me doing a set there when it was up front and everything.
That was a great one.
It was good. R.I.P. Times just aren't like that anymore. There are no mics like that. There are no places that are open like that to just hang anymore. Times are changing.
Well, Mutiny's a thing now. I
Yeah,
mean,
but it closes at like 8.
oh, it
The
does.
kids aren't hanging out there. Yeah, it's not
And nobody
open to-
hangs out at the Inglewood.
Yeah,
Like,
nobody's in Inglewood anyway, and yeah,
They're
it's-
always up to no good. In
I stopped
Inglewood.
doing Comedy Save the Video Star there. It's like I'm not getting anywhere. I'm just, the shows were fun, but nobody was coming, and it was embarrassing to like get comics to come for no money and no
That's the
audience.
worst.
So yeah, it was ultimately, it's just something I was like, I have to put it down. This isn't serving me, and figuring something else
No
out.
more video killed the radio star.
Comic Save the Video Star.
No more.
No more. You made the poster and you still can't remember the name.
What is like 10 years ago I made that poster.
And you made all the live hand right brain posters.
I remember that you were talking on this one. I literally remember that
That you
live
made
hand
them-
right brain.
Yeah, they're great.
Remember one where there was like you asked people to come in costumes?
Yeah, it was a Halloween one.
Yeah, I remember that. That's the one I went to.
Yeah, it was a fun one.
That was actually fun.
Yeah, it was great.
That was the
some
high
cool stuff.
point. What's the high point of left hand right brain? Where's the
man.
apex?
The apex.
Where was it the
I
best?
mean, those live shows were very fun for
They
me.
were
They
fun.
had a lot of stuff going on.
They were well done. Like that
Thank
could have been
you.
a nightmare,
I did those. Those were all me, baby.
but they were fun.
Yeah.
That's
I mean,
the
that's a hard
apex.
one. I can't pick a favorite out of these. But I mean, the thing I got the most is the friendships I made and the people I
Okay.
met. Meeting my wife on the podcast.
Really?
You know, yeah, we did an Appetites podcast at the Betsy Stage, which was a small theater in town, and she was on the play. I mean, I knew her. I mean, she's a friend of a friend because Scott Markland, the guy I used to do the podcast with, he knew her better than I did. But I mean, that's where I met her, and we went for a drink afterwards. I mean, me, him, and her. But like, that's where it started. And I'm gonna have a video or recordings of us. I mean, I have recordings of our first conversation
Oh wow,
from this podcast. Yeah.
that's
So.
nice. You should like make a cut where it's like a high school, the high school slideshow. Another turning point, a fork stuck in the road. And you could like even just make AI
But
images
again,
of
didn't
you.
have
Like,
clips back then, so it's all gonna be audio playing over
just
audio.
just make AI like AI images of it. You could totally do that.
Again, maybe we'll see.
I could help you out with that.
Okay.
Another turning point. It's just like you guys like feeding each other cake. It would be so much
Each
fun.
other cake. Well, I appreciate you coming on. I'm glad we were able to make a friendship happen from it, and hopefully this isn't the last time we see each other.
The new podcast, voicemails, but
Okay.
MALES. Voicemails.
Okay, interesting.
Okay.
All right.
Huh?
All
It's a pun.
right. Well, I appreciate you coming in, and I'll see you when I see you, bud.
Okay, bye. We're all dead. Another turning point. That's crazy. I never knew that you met her on this thing.